everybody ready? Everyone have what they need? Everyone got their notes?
You're just updating them, but yes.
Unless your name's Umbra.
I play the lowest intelligence character. I don't use notes. That's what the party's for.
My man. Hey, I'm playing basically a barbarian in our Pathfinder game. What a note.
Also, I am having my first obstacle. It was my Roll20 password. It may take me a while.
Ray, yeah?
See, that's why I have it like it autofills the password for me.
I'm on someone else's laptop, which is why it's not autofilled this time.
Was that a yes, Ray?
Yep.
Okay. Basketball, does everyone have what they need?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, then when you're ready, Miya.
It's gone.
And welcome back to Curse of Strahd, everybody. Where we last left off, you guys have made your way over to the Serpal encampment of the Vistani. After leaving the village of Barovia behind, you headed down the road, encountered a mysterious bundle high in a tree. Sun had a vision of herself hanging from some gallows, and then you arrived at Madame Eva's Vistani encampment, where you all had your fortunes read, plus received a collective prophecy. And then Madame Eva gave you a key to some magic treasure, which you guys have now taken and added to your own equipment. We're going to jump right back in where you last left off. You guys have just left Madame Eva's tent. You had the invitation to come back once you were done with Madame Eva, and you'd hear the story of exactly how Strahd got his protection, or then, how Strahd gave him his protection, or you might want to do other things in the camp before you want to listen to that. So I'm just going to jump right back in where we left off, with you guys outside Madame Eva's tent.
Have we already had the whole, private readings thing already done?
Yes, that has been done.
Okay.
Did you have yours? Callum, did you have yours?
He had his.
Definitely. Because I knew he said he was going to do it at a different time.
Well, that was a lot of new information.
Definitely. And I think we've still got more to learn. So, information overload, but...
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that.
What did
Did,
everyone find out?
Yeah, I was about to ask. We could start with you if you want, Brammyr.
Alright. Let me find... Thankfully I gave the notes in the Discord chat.
I don't need notes.
These are the only notes I've ever taken, ever. Oh god, but you had to have a conversation with me before this. Can someone else go while I find them?
Wait. I need to do some...
I did actually learn one piece of very important information that we should not overlook.
Yes?
There is a child's life that hangs in the balance, who we will find at Valaki Lake. As soon as we enter that city, we will be told about this child, and that's when she will be in danger.
So
Presumably-
if we don't go there, she won't be in danger?
I'm not sure that's how it works. She'll have roughly an hour from the time we hear about her to the time that she'll die.
Alright. No pressure.
Bryseis, was there anything you found out from your reading with Madame Eva that you'd like to share with the group?
Well, y'all heard before, I guess I'm from here. She still has Batty in her hands. Just there's an ally that she talked about But Brammyr, you're not gonna like who that ally is.
Why is that?
Apparently, it's not all paradise among some of the werewolves.
What do you mean?
There's one that's, she said, doesn't like the leader. They're quarreling right now. If we can become her ally, that means we could hopefully have maybe an in with them, but I don't know if you're going to be too happy with that or even trust that, but that's what she told me.
I really don't like that idea. But part of my own, I suppose it can be called a pack. There is one family there that are wolves themselves. If we'll see. But I'll be keeping my eye on them. We've seen werewolves here. They seem far more bestial than anything I've even heard of. I will not be letting them out of my sight.
Did they tell you where we could find this ally?
It's... No, not that I... No. It just said that there was a quarrel amongst leaders and that she is unhappy.
Perhaps
So-
something we can look for near Kresk, then, where the werewolf den is.
It's possible. There was another... Something about a man with... we needed to help somebody protect them, free them from somebody who was their master. Something about an abbot not being who they seem. Basically, it seems like we are to... There's allies that we need to help us here. And I don't know if if she told you guys about similar things. I don't know if these
Yes.
people okay. All this information about me being from here is really freaking me out. And I don't get freaked out very easy.
That's okay, apparently I'm from here too.
Yeah, but I don't remember you, so
I don't remember me.
I don't remember me here either. I just remembered that doll. I don't remember anything else. And I don't even I lost that doll so long ago. Or
Perhaps
that's what...
Belinsky will remember you. If we can seek him out in Vallaki,
Linsky.
the toy maker.
Blinksy.
Wasn't his name Belinsky?
Blinsky.
Blinsky.
Blinsky. His name's Blinsky.
Close enough.
No. I don't know why I know that so well. Okay. Blinsky. No. Okay. Anyway, so there's that ally, there's the werewolf ally, and there was a wizard.
Mordekainen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
You
think
mentioned
that was
him again. What?
That
You
was
guys
during
have heard
the-
about Mordekainen before.
group reading.
But she mentioned him again to me.
Okay.
I was also mentioned Mordekainen in mine.
Something about him giving me something that would give us safety. So that sounds like something that could be helpful. And plus, I've wanting to meet that person for a while. I've known that name.
It was mentioned that he may be able to enchant something for me.
Did she mention anything to you guys about one of those items we're supposed to get?
Hang on, Brammyr, what was that? Because your mic is really low.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Just continue on from Bryseis then. It's fine.
Okay.
Yes, actually. She told me that I'd be able to find that armor at the top of the bone grinder. The armor of ravens, I think it was.
So much of this is cross-wiring with things that I was told as well.
Hmm.
I
I'm
was.
Sorry, carry on.
I'll let Bryce go first.
I was told about that blade, which I'm like, excuse me, I don't really, I haven't had much luck with blades, but I haven't had much any of my spells either. So, but she told me that the blade of all things, the blade will like be synonymous with my name, which is. Bryseis in the blade. Maybe the bees, but that's pretty much all I can think of.
Got the same response about the Maul of Fire. I actually got its name. Fire Maul. That it would be something honest to my own name as well. It would be a close ally to me, but unfortunately I don't recall hearing its location.
A blade of sun and a maul of fire. That seems appropriate around here.
I was told, you mentioning the Ravens,
Yes.
another place to look for allies, alongside what you guys were saying before, was I was told to look to the sky.
Look to the sky.
As he says that, a raven flutters overhead and actually flies behind one of the carts
Yeah,
and disappears from sight.
I point over to it. I didn't do that.
He's a
That was
wizard.
a coincidence.
He's a witch.
But weirdly enough, that is what I was told as an ally. She was told me about the feathers the sun found.
Perhaps the ravens around here are more intelligent than they appear.
Maybe. And to also look to the ground for enemies. The whole topic of this was about lycanthropy. I imagine effectively telling me something I already know. The lycanthropes here are not.
Yes. I'm not sure if you know more about this, but I imagine the werewolf den is more like a warren.
More of what, sorry?
More like a warren. Underground. Lots of tunnels.
Interesting, I didn't really know about that.
No, I'm guessing. Purely, I'm inferring from your message.
Perhaps, actually, that could be true. And I think there was a mention of the Abbey before,
Oh,
about finding an ally over at the Abbey.
yeah, that. But I don't think it's going to be the abbot, because she told me that he was no. But it's whoever that person is keeping prisoner or something. I don't know.
The slave, apparently. We need
Yeah.
to set them free from their master. Sounds like slavery.
I was told more about the abbot himself. Apparently the abbot can give us power and services, magically inclined, but a warning was given. Apparently it's fallen from his own god. Apparently all good-hearted people around this realm seem to fall eventually. It was recommended by my Eve to remove him, or at least placate him. Whatever that means.
Recommended to remove him. Well, we can certainly try. He's fallen from his old god, but does it say if he has a new one? Does he worship someone new?
I
Okay,
was told that he had fallen.
that's something to look into. I was also told of another ally we can seek. We have to look for an entertainer with a monkey in Vallaki. If we can earn his trust, then we will find righteousness and a strong ally within him, apparently.
I was told of a man with a monkey by his side as well.
And I was told about a dark mistress of Berez. That was not an ally. That was another foe.
Oh, I was told about another foe too. A man made by man. Somewhere in the castle, so You know,
Man
maybe...
made by man.
Yeah, I don't know, it sounded weird.
Potentially
Oh, definitely dangerous.
man made by... I'm only thinking of golems right now.
Yeah, but it didn't sound like that.
Hmm.
Out of character, Frankenstein's monster.
Oh no.
That was my exact reaction.
Remind me, Mia, did I give you the name for whatever that is last week, or did I not?
I don't have it written down, but possibly?
Let me check my PMs with you. Let me see if I sent it.
Hey, Umbra, real quick, what was the weapon that they called out for you?
Pyamol.
And what is that?
I don't hold it to be a close ally and synonymous to my name.
Okay,
No, like what is the weapon?
A mole.
The mole.
A mall thing.
Seems I did not give you the name. Okay. I was just checking to see if my information was accurate.
Mhm.
My apologies.
That's okay.
Yeah, son, you quiet. What? Well, we got at least a foe, but did you get any of the same allies? Anything else?
Something about a dagger that I would find that would be a close ally, and to keep on my broom. So also something about where we might end up once we leave this place. Does the name Exandria mean anything to anyone?
Not particularly.
Ballor?
Apparently it's a place that's a bit cult-like. Jungles, at least.
Never heard
Your
of it
mic's
myself.
still really quite low.
Who, mine?
Umbra's.
Does Brammyr know anything about Splice or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Motherfucker.
never heard of that. Don't think Bryseis hasn't heard of it.
All of you have been brought up in Faerun. The name is a complete blank for you.
Actually, I've just remembered one more thing about upcoming foes. A name
Do
we're
tell.
already familiar with. Argol.
Aragol. He's already on my list.
He might.
He might.
Do carry on, Brammyr.
Umbra, you cut out there.
Well, he might.
Umbra.
We lost him completely.
Sorry,
Oh, he's back.
Please excuse my technological difficulties.
And again, your mic is still really low.
He may be willing to help us, if even temporarily, but he seems to be, from anything I know, the most loyal individual to Strahd.
Yeah, from
But
what we've...
even if we get rid of Strahd, we need to watch out for Argo still. Apparently, Argo wishes to succeed Strahd. Take his
Well,
place.
he's already on my to-kill list, so that's not changing anytime soon.
Just make sure that you get information out of him, because I don't know about you, Silas, but I can't talk to my mom right now. I damn sure want to know what the hell is going on here and how I'm even a part of all this.
Agreed. Before I came here, I had no intention of seeking my parents out, but
Unfortunately, I already know my parents, and that's what's ticking me off, that they didn't even bother to say that I used to come from a freaking area where this idiot reigned.
Oh yes, Silas, you haven't explained to us the whole you're a Vistani thing.
well, I know about as much as you do.
Well, you didn't seem surprised when she told you.
I may have learned of it a little earlier from speaking with a certain dark voices of some kind. But that's all, really. They didn't really say much else. It surprised me as much as it surprised you, I can assure you.
Suppose it's kind of a blessing to be brought out of this place.
Yeah,
Whatever it is drawing us back, though.
but yeah, that's for sure.
Any other?
Let me. I mean, the only other stuff is just mentioning about me finding out more about this place. And
I was just noticing the notes from this. I was told that we should only take on the Dark Mistress after we have taken care of the druids and the Welve problem.
Well, I guess I can always rank them.
Umbra, I have you at 180%, and I'm struggling to hear you still.
I think it might be the connection more than anything, because I'm like holding the phone not against my mouth, but
Are you not at home? So he mentioned dealing with the druids and Aragol first, was it?
And the werewolves, I think.
werewolves, yeah.
Druids. Okay, so Kirill Stoyanovich is still priority number 2. Okay, I think the crowns come before anything else. Seems to be on the way.
Was Lewis slightly robotic for everyone else there? Is that my connection?
Sorry, was I robotic?
A tiny bit.
A tiny, but it's okay.
Okay.
My bad.
I was just checking on that. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't my connection.
You can't really fix you being a robot. It's okay.
Yeah.
Lewis does not know emotion.
Well, that's
And,
not new. No, I'm kidding.
I'm guessing Zeesi's not sharing his information quite yet.
Nope. Zeesi is making a very strange noise at the moment.
There we
And
go.
it sounds a lot like this.
I've reorganized the foe list in order.
That
Umbra, please. Anyway. Is
Apparently there are
anything else you're looking
people.
to discuss, or
Now, have we shared everything here, or are people keeping some things back?
I need to talk about something with my brother, but it's nothing to do with this, so don't worry about it.
As long as it won't put us in danger.
No. I've given you everything that she's told me about foes, allies.
okay.
It is what it is. I'm just don't be mad if I follow some things that may answer some questions for me.
Hey, if you
You would
keep us all in
understand.
the loop, we'll be right there beside you, okay?
Thanks.
You can count on us.
She kind of reaches out and pets Thumb between the ears. Such a good kitty.
She purrs a little bit.
Oh god.
and Sun totally doesn't have the trait that she purrs when she's happy.
The only other thing I really have is minuscule. I need to seek out Mordekainen or Van Richten's tower at some point to get my scimitars enchanted or blessed. But other than that, it can wait. It can wait.
Yeah, same thing. I have to seek him out, and apparently he's supposed to teach me something about keeping us safe, so I'm guessing that's a new awesome spell, maybe? I don't know. But, right now, I think our Silas is and our little gnome and our kitty and grumpy brother. I think we're all keeping ourselves safe. So I think we'll be
Did you
okay.
just call Brammyr a gnome?
I cut out when she called me that, so I was not aware until you repeated that.
So how about we go listening to more stories?
Yep, I could do with adding more things to the list. It's already such a big one.
With your quiet discussion done with, you guys head on over to the fire, and the storyteller you saw before turns and says, "Ah, I see you've returned to hear our tale. I am Stanimir. Are you ready to hear how the Vistani earned the favour of the devil?"
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay. So Stanimir fills his mouth with wine, then spits into the fire. The flames turn from orange to green, and we've lost number from roll 20. As they dance and sway, a dark shape appears in the bonfire's core. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten, a land of kings.
It's
Our
called
enemies
Australia.
forced us from our homes, and now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. So it continues. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back to his homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up, even when their assassins fell upon us like wolves. And rip Umbra. Deep in the bonfire, you see a dark figure standing with sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man of royal blood fought to protect us, as we protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, "I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish, leave when you choose, and know that you will always be safe here." The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes its final foe, then disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers. Stanimir's face becomes a somber mask. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain. We travelled far and wide to find heroes such as yourselves to end our dreadlord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest.
Is there more, or
That's where it ends.
what more can you tell me about this curse that's taken hold of him?
Very little you don't already know. We protected him, we brought him back, and now you've seen him.
So basically this is all your ancestors' fault.
Fault, curse, reward, gift. Take your pick of words. It is what it is.
I mean, to be fair, when they rescued him, he wasn't the jerk he is today. He was just some wounded soldier. We would have done the same thing if we would have found one on the path we were heading on.
I suppose.
No, it's what happened afterwards that is the interesting part. We have no clue how or why he was cursed.
And about this time, as you guys have been having all this discussion, there's a bit of a commotion at the edge of the camp, and you see a wolf pup come staggering in. It looks weak, it looks malnourished, but it's still on its feet. It looks very young.
I'd keep it away from Brammyr.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Is this actually just an animal?
Go for your insight check.
And okay.
Okay. You'll receive your response privately.
Did the animal you said seemed injured or just malnourished?
Malnourished, looks like it's very young.
Poor little pupper.
It's malnourished, its mother can't be nearby.
I'm gonna slowly walk closer to it.
Have you not learned what happens to cats around dogs,
Yeah.
huh?
Nope.
Cuddles up to your legs.
Hmm?
The pup cuddles up to your legs.
Aww, poor
Seems
baby.
like it's cold.
Bryseis just shakes her head. Oh, cat, you would let in a mouse if it was injured. Okay. Is there like a blanket nearby? Like, is there like in a wagon? She's gonna kind of look through and see if there's a blanket.
I mean, are you asking one of the Vistani?
Yeah.
With that, they seem almost in awe of the fact that this pup is so friendly with you, and one of the Vistani quickly rushes in and grabs a small blanket for it. Looks almost like just a fluffy piece of cloth rather than a blanket, but it's big enough to cover the pup.
Does they hand it to Bryseis, or they go ahead and wrap it around the dog?
They hand it to Sam.
Okay. There
Okay.
you go, son. Don't say I
And
never
once
did
with
anything
for
for you.
Silas, you have not.
We've not had a long rest, okay.
This is still in the evening when you arrived at the camp.
Yep, I am on 6 hit points.
Wait, we haven't rested yet?
Nope.
Holy crap. Like, why?
He's on 4 HP. Silas is on 10, which is his maximum.
11 is my maximum, actually.
Okay.
How old does the pup look?
Couple of days at most.
I'm gonna dig through my pack and look for rations, like salted meat, cured meat, stuff like that.
You find a dead snake.
Ooh! Yeah, those things were poisonous. Hey, Silas, you wanted to look at it?
I mean, it's probably a bit off right
poison-
now.
I'm pretty sure they were venomous, not poisonous. If they bite you, you die. If you bite it, you don't die.
Maybe.
If
I'm
if
not
you both
gonna
bite
give
each
it to
other
the
and you
pupper,
don't
though.
Die.
Also, it's been in your pack for a long time.
Yeah. Well, a few days.
It's probably slimy by now. I'm not sure I want to touch that.
Look, I mean, it wasn't well. No, when you killed it, it was cold. It was relatively well preserved, and you've been in Barovia, what, 2 days?
Well, if that's the case, I'll have a look at it. There's no harm in trying to extract some of the venom.
Do you want to do a quick medicine check? See if you can try and extract
I
it?
have alchemist supplies.
With advantage, then.
Medicine with advantage.
Yes, please. Okay. You think you managed to extract a little bit of the poison, but this is not, as you saw when it attacked you, this is not a large snake.
Yeah.
It's a little, you managed to extract a little vial, but whether it would have any use.
Is there any way I can try and extract the
I'd
venom
say.
sac from it instead?
I mean, that's with extracting the snake.
Okay.
The sac. It's a really small
Yeah.
snake that flew out.
We're not
of you.
getting much
Snake.
from it then.
Next.
Does it appear
Bryseis is kind of.
usable? Sorry.
I'm gonna give some meat to the pupper. Poor pupper.
Don't feed it too much.
You feed the dog and the pup, sorry, the wolf pup, and it takes a little bit of there's a little bit of the meat. Takes a while to eat it. Takes a bit more and proceeds like that.
Take your
And-
time, baby.
And eventually, with you feeding a little bit of meat to it, you see a bit of a bulge in its belly from you filling it up. Literally a newborn puppy, like a day or two old.
It's
Something
just kind
must
of-
have happened.
Yeah, rubs her at temples. Okay. Yes, cute dog. Kit, sleep. Sleep is a thing.
Quick question beforehand. Where did the pup stumble in from? Which direction?
Stumbled in from down by the road, sort of as if it came from
From the
woods.
southwest.
Yeah. While this is going on, Brammyr, because I think you said you're standing towards the back of this, you feel a tap on your shoulder and a man in, while much more brightly coloured clothes than the other Barovians you've seen, doesn't look anywhere near as gaudy as the Vistani do, taps you on the shoulder and gestures in the direction you saw the raven fly earlier, and says, "Can I talk to you?"
Is he... Say again.
And he says, "Can I talk to you in private?" He does not look like a Vistani.
Does he look armed?
You don't see any weapons on him.
I'll just be a moment, guys.
Okay.
Take your time, I guess.
Son is very happy with the wolf puppy. And
And keep your eye on the goddamn pup. It's not what you think it is.
If you're not back here soon, I'm coming looking for you.
Good.
And as you're playing with the pup and feeding it, and it's starting to fall asleep on you, someone of the Vistani tells you that wolf pups are prized status symbols in Barovia, because to some they symbolise the favour of Strahd, and it's seen as a good omen to have one.
Well, I doubt I'm in his favor, but I can't leave that poor little guy. It's a guy or a girl?
Hard to tell. You think it might be a boy, but again,
Puppies are hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids, cats and dogs are kind of hard to tell at young age.
Yeah.
Now, it's away from its mother. Do you reckon that Alina and Laszlo happened to bump into it?
That's possible.
They are hunters, after all.
And I'm going to hop on over to Brammyr. The man leads you aside behind one of the wagons out of sight of the Vistani and turns to you and says, "Apologies for coming to find you like that. My name's Davian Martikov. I have a bit of a warning for you. The Vistani here, not all of them but most, though either is better and is not, are Strahd's minions. Don't stay beyond this night. You'll find allies and guidance at the Blue Water Inn in Vallaki. Beware, the devil's eyes and ears are everywhere."
Thanks for the warning. No more than one night, you say?
You'll be safe tonight, but beyond that, it's not good to stay in the company of any of Strahd's agents. Who knows when they'll decide to report back to him.
Noted.
I'll keep
Don't
an
think
eye
we'll
on
stay.
you on your journey on the road, and will try and aid you when I can.
Who are you aside from a name?
Someone you're going to want on your side if you're opposed to the devil, which it seems that you are. Tales have already spread to Vallaki. They're starting to move quick.
Maybe we should be careful what we're talking about from now on then. Alright. Is there any other advice you have for us?
Beware the bone grinder. You'll see it on your travels. It is not a place of safety, no matter how it may appear or how welcoming the residents might be.
We've had a bit of a warning about that place, and it is a place we need to get to at some point. You know when it is less occupied?
You head it during the early day when the pastry cart is not outside. The mother won't be home. It'll just be the daughters. Although they're too strong even for us.
Thanks for the note.
He
We'll find you
nods.
in Vallaki.
As you will. Blue Water Inn, if you don't see me before. And with that, he nods to you, and you see his form shrink, clothes replaced by black feathers, and then the raven, where the man was just stood in front of you, takes the wing and flies to a nearby tree.
What the Can I tell if that was lycanthropy or if that was magic?
You're trained in lycanthropes. That was lycanthropy.
I've never seen
That's a were-raven.
that before. I head back to the park.
Okay. I'll jump back over to everyone else with that conversation happening. At this point, the pup's basically fallen asleep on you with a bit of a food coma. Like, you've fed it, it's now fallen asleep on you.
I'm just petting it.
Mm-hmm.
Son, we do not have the space or the resources to have a pet.
It's
And
a
we're not having
puppy.
we're also not having a lycanthropic werewolf as a pet.
It's a baby.
That's fine, Brammyr. We don't consider you a pet.
I should hope not. But
Look.
yeah, it might be young, but
We'd have had you
still-
neutered ages ago if you were.
What? Do you believe that just because of his blood, he's evil?
It's something that is not very easy to control. Even I struggle with it sometimes, and I'm trained many years to try and keep control of it. Something that's newborn and wild is not going to be able to control it. And that's the issue. It might not be
just-
capable of killing us in the night right now, but if it grows and then gets stronger and then goes on a rampage, well,
It's just a young
it's either
wolf,
putting me
Brammyr.
down or I'm putting it down.
You are not touching my puppy.
Oh,
While this is
sweet.
going on, the Vistani are passing around wineskins and offering you guys drinks.
Please, I need one. Oh God, thank you. She
I'm
kinda
going
likes
to
it when-
respectfully decline and observe them.
No, I need some wine, especially if this is the same wine we've had before.
I've been told what these people are like. They seem a bit too handsy for my liking.
What's wrong, Silas? You don't like to have little bumps in the night?
I like to keep my possessions as more the thing.
Oh, I see.
I'm sort of looking at B and giving a sort of please no sort of shake of the head.
That's fine. Okay, y'all can't even take a joke. That means it's time to go to bed. Where are we supposed to sleep? She kind of turns around looking for Fistani. Yes, you. Hi, bed.
The Vistani gesture towards one of the nearby tents and say, if you don't want to join in the festivities, you can all sleep in there. There's enough room for 5.
Wait, festivities?
I think we
Drinking
should-
around the fire.
Oh, that's not festivities. Okay, yeah, I'll take my drink to go. Thank you.
They pass you a wineskin.
She alright?
She smiles and gives him a little wink and heads toward the tent.
Are all 5 of us going at the same time?
I would assume so.
Good.
I am not going anywhere where Brammyr is with my puppy.
I'm not going to kill it, I just recommend caging it for the night.
Sorry about
Are you insisting on having a tent to yourself, son?
I'll sleep outside if I have to.
I can promise you I will not bring harm to it unless it is self-defense. Tonight.
Alright.
that. It
So
won't last
just-
a week.
Just come inside with the damn dog. It's time to sleep.
Alright. Come here, puppy. I carry it. Well, it's a puppy. It's a baby. It's not that difficult, even with my 8 strength.
It's a newborn puppy.
Yeah.
And it's fast asleep with a bit of a food belly.
hmm
It is that small.
Once we're inside, I want to whisper as quietly as possible so as not anyone outside the tent to hear. I think I've just met one of our first allies.
Oh, yay. Who was it?
I just met my first were-raven.
Well, what?
A what?
A were-raven. I have never seen one in my life before. But I have just seen one now. Which is what I was told about to look for allies in the sky.
Well, that's a new one.
Yes. He seemed in complete control. Like nothing I have ever seen before. Like members of where I come from, in fact. And except he went through a full transformation. Which is something I can't do.
I mean, are there some lycanthropes that aren't evil?
Bears usually aren't, but if they get a bit too riled up, that doesn't stop their destructive force.
True. Although a raven has significantly less destructive force.
Yeah, I'll
It's a
peck your
bird.
eye out. Caw, caw. Yeah, that doesn't. No. Even I think I'm picking out.
But he told. I will have remembered his name, but I didn't have because I was holding my phone up. Can I get his name written down, please? A guy by the name of Davian Martikov. Seemed a bit more richer than the average Barovian. Told us if we don't come across his path up to Vallaki, we might be able to find the Blue Water Inn. He's willing to offer us some advice, and he already gave me some to boot. Namely, we shouldn't stay here for more than just this night. We should kind of get out of here as soon as possible.
Well, yeah, we have a list of stuff to do, so... And by the way, she's almost done with that wineskin already.
It's been updated again, so...
It's good wine. Not quite as good as the wine you've had in the past. It seems like that was slightly high quality, but this is still better than anything you had in Faerun.
I'll post it in the Discord so that
Yeah.
it's easier to read.
We're apparently safe for tonight, but if we stay longer, it could go very ill. Apparently, it's not just Aragorn, but it's Strahd's agents. I mean, we were warned about these guys to begin with anyway, but apparently it has been re-recommended not to stick around these folk. They're Strahd's pawns. Apparently his eyes and ears and whatnot, which means by tomorrow, Strahd will probably know that we were here.
Sounds about right.
Okay, but we can stay here for one night. So, there you go. She kind of leans over and looks at the dog that's probably, I'm assuming, still sleeping.
Oh,
Look, do your job. Protect the tent. Good boy.
Remember when you first got Onyx, how he'd just crash and sleep for hours?
What do you mean first got him? He's passed out right now. What do you...
Should we set watches?
You said we were gonna be fine for the night.
From the Vistani, and then I look at the pup.
Look at the size of that thing.
You're gonna get one of Sun's daggers to your throat in just a second at this rate.
I don't trust wolves unless they give me a reason to trust them.
It's a 2 or 3 day old puppy, man.
I don't know the growth rate of these things right now. I haven't come across a pup. I'm being very skeptical and suspicious right now.
Bryseis throws the empty wineskin at Brammyr. Okay, if you are so worried about the dog, then you stay up and watch it. I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna keep a dagger nearby and curl up with the pup.
I'm assuming Silas is going to bed.
I will.
Zeesi's already out cold.
I'm assuming Arena's been with us the whole time too.
Yeah.
How much can I keep watch while still getting full night's rest?
2 hours.
I'll stay at watch for 2 hours and then
I'll take
head
next.
to sleep. Okay. We've at least got half the night covered then.
Mostly because I don't trust the Vistani rather than the pub.
And can we have a perception check from both of you?
Keeping it fun.
Did it do it?
Nope.
Nope.
I've clicked it twice now, I've done it.
Nope.
It's gonna like spam through, I swear, whenever it actually catches up.
Exit again, reload.
Yeah, I'll just refresh.
If
if
it-
it's-
Nope, there they come.
we go.
I
21.
was gonna say just take the first one, and I was gonna say it gets advantage if it's sound or smell based. Doesn't matter in this case.
Okay. Brammyr, during your watch, partying goes on for quite a while. Seems like they're drinking, gambling, playing dice games together. And towards the end of your watch, seems to settle down, and the Vistani head off to bed. Silas, you wake up when tapped on the shoulder by Brammyr, and you start your watch. But after a little while, you've had good wine, you're exhausted, you're still feeling beaten up from the Strahd fight in the morning, and you're asleep about an hour of the way through. Rest of the night seems to pass uneventfully. And Bryseis, you wake up in the morning, slightly before everyone else, to what you think was the rustle of the tent flap.
She kind of rubs her eyes a little bit. She has batty lights tucked under her arm. She kind of,
Hey, Hobbit.
hey, Hobbit.
Hello.
No.
And she, I guess, gets up, still holding the doll, and kind of looks around. Is it all? Everybody else is still. I guess she would observe everybody else still sleeping.
It seems like whatever you just woke up to woke you up, but it was a long, comfortable sleep. You guys all have gained the benefit of a long rest, by the way.
Thank Christ.
It seems like whatever it was that woke you up, you're now awake. Everyone else still seems to be sleeping.
She kind of gets up out of bed and goes to the tent flap and kind of looks out to see if she sees anybody running away.
There's a couple of Vistani sat cooking some morning breakfast over the fire, but that's about it. There doesn't seem to be anyone else around.
Right. She kind of blinks a few times, kind of still looking around, and she kind of goes back in, starts, kind of taking the baddie and putting him in her bag, and she kind of starts getting ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Are you waking everyone else up?
Yes, she does, but as she's getting they were backpacked. Did we say who had the letters that was given to the crumbled up letter and the fake letter that we got to come here to Barovnia initially?
I don't think you guys ever specified.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys are all, Bryseis wakes some of you up, some rougher than others. I'm pretty sure she just kicked you in the side, Brammyr. Well, son, you just received a pat on the head, but you're all awake.
Yeah, rise and shine, guys. Somebody's already been in our tent. We got to get out of here.
After she says that, I'm going to check my inventory, make sure nothing's been taken.
Okay. Doing a quick investigation check.
Yeah, while she's getting stuff in her bag, she's also going to be checking her inventory too.
Yeah, I suppose I'll do the same for my own.
Okay. That's if you guys are checking your stuff to see whether you got robbed in the night, then Investigation,
Everything is
everyone.
fine.
Just waiting for you to roll one, Sam.
Yeah.
Finally get to use your dice.
It's investigation. 17.
Okay.
Is the pupper still here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pet it.
Seems like the food baby's gone, but it's still there. It's fast asleep. Okay.
Size.
A couple are going to receive PMs.
Don't make me kill them all, Ballor. Don't make me do it.
Would y'all mind if Bryseis had that crumbled up letter that they found off the dead body that was the real one from the Burgomaster?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I think it would be safe in your fancy new bag.
That's right, it would. Because
At least that way, if the bag gets stolen, they can't search for the letter unless they know it's there.
Exactly.
yeah, and Bryseis got going through her bag, kind of looks at the letter again. She does notice something, but she's gonna keep it quiet for right now, considering what's all going on right now. But yeah, notice something about that letter that she's gonna bring up later. Just FYI.
Are you typing in your phone, Callum?
Yeah, I was just typing to have it
PMs have been sent. The PMs have been sent on Discord.
Let's say I know darn well I didn't get one because I got a 3.
And for anyone who didn't receive a PM, everything is perfectly fine. You have all your stuff. Must have been the wind.
Can I?
I'm gonna scratch my head.
As a player, I'm just gonna say, fuck you.
I have no idea what you're on about. I'll be interested in hearing theories. Feel free to reply to me in PM.
Can I make whatever role you would want that
Like, Sun has no reason to,
okay.
like, know the things that I know, so...
Yeah. Well, can I make a check, whichever one you want from me, to see if I know this? Apparently, in my eyes, like.
Hello? Have I lost everyone?
Nature.
Welcome back.
Hello! Everything went very roboty, and I don't know why.
Is it fixed?
Apparently, disconnecting and reconnecting to the call fixed it.
That's good.
Yeah, sorry. Umbra, what was that?
I imagine it would be one of any of the knowledge checks that you'd find fitting, whether it be Arcana, History, Nature, Religion, or Survival.
Are you proficient in nature?
Sorry, say that again. I think
Are you
it's easy.
proficient in nature?
No, but if it's about with the Hunter's Bane, I get advantage on information recall.
I'll allow it with advantage. That's nature.
Nature.
Hmm.
Oh, hot damn.
It seems to you, Brammyr, that while it might have lycanthropic origins, you can see now that in the light of day that its fur is silver as opposed to grey. It seems like this is a trueborn wolf. Maybe a lycanthrope gave birth in their lycanthropic form.
So it doesn't look like it can shapeshift.
No, it does not. It looks like a baby wolf pup.
You say it looks like a baby wolf. Sorry, again.
Yes.
DC'd. Cool. Okay, I'll be a bit of ease then. It's still a wolf at the end of the day, but I can manage that.
Would your laptop not be better for you, Callum?
So help me God, Discord. Stop this. What did you
Never
say?
mind then. I said, would your laptop not be better off for you?
Umbra, disconnect and reconnect from the call.
Let's hope this sticks.
Does it seem to have fixed it?
We'll find out if it disconnects again.
Distance seems to be having problems for all sorts of people tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what were you saying before you went off track with the internet issues?
I'm happy and content with everything now.
Okay. So, essentially, you guys are looking to do in the morning. It seems like this time they're willing to share their breakfast with you. Porridge if you're a vegetarian, looks like meats, possibly some bacon if you're not.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give a tiny bit of bacon to my puppy.
It sort of it really sleepily wakes up, sort of eats some of the bacon, and it's back to sleep.
I wanna not DC first. I wanna sit next to Sun as I
Night,
eat.
Kathy.
And as I'm eating, I owe you an apology, Son.
Have you calmed down about this poor little guy?
Say again, sorry. Nothing DC. Say again,
Fix your
sorry, Son.
internet.
I know, right? I tried to go to a more stable one, but it would refuse to connect.
So I asked you if you had chilled out about this poor little guy.
It felt off the fact that this thing, if it was lycanthropic, was still like this. It seems that after looking at it again, I think it might actually be a true wolf just born from a lycanthropic mother.
Huh. Which means she could have abandoned him.
I mean, if you were half beast, half
Yes?
sentient being, and you gave birth to a full beast, would you keep it as a child and not a pet?
I don't know. That's... It's too early for those kind of questions. I'm gonna eat more bacon.
Okay. Bryseis, are you having some of the porridge or no?
Huh? She's mouthful of it. Yeah, it's pretty decent. And yeah, she's kind of not wolfing it down, but definitely not slowly eating.
Hey, we've been told you guys like shinies.
Back.
Oh, we send this to Visani.
Yes.
Look up from the phone and say, yeah, we're certainly traders. If we buy stuff here, sell it outside these lands.
We found a few things that you might want to have a look at. And also if you have anything interesting to look at.
What kind of things do you have you might be able to do a trade for currency, potions?
We have a few books with this fancy brush.
Few trinkets.
Few trinkets.
I'm going to say right now, for ease here, they're going to give you full value on everything, and you can exchange 250 GP of total value for 5 health potions.
Well, those would be
However, they
nice.
can only do that twice. So you can only swap 500 gold worth for 10 health potions total. I'm making a bookkeeping really simple here.
Okay, so
Well,
getting 50 GP from my eye patch.
75 for all 3 books. 25 for the hairbrush, and 25 for the gold ring.
I say,
Wow.
they will give you full value unless you want to exchange it 50 gold segments for health potions.
Yeah, so 50 gold each, that goes the bundle of 5. Oh, was it 200? Sorry. 200 gold?
250 is 5 potions. They're exact value. So basically 50 gold of stuff can be exchanged for a health potion, but they can only do that 10 times.
And there's no chance they'll go cheaper for their good friends that are sitting right here.
No.
Don't think so.
They're the only way you're going to get supplied with this stuff. You're lucky they're giving it to you at face value.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, I'll buy one for myself.
It's probably because there's a fellow Vistani sat in their midst that they're not trying to rip you off right now.
Alright, I'll grab 1 health potion and convert the rest into monies.
Okay. Yeah, Silas.
Unless someone else has no shinies to exchange and needs health potions.
I have the jewelry.
Yeah, you have a shit ton of things to exchange.
And Silas,
Yes.
just to make something clear, when they first brought up the health potions, you saw them start to say for 500 each, and then they noticed exactly who it was. They were talking to like 50 each. 50 each.
Wait, so how much is a 1 potion cost?
50.
That's
Okay.
good for them.
They
I'd
were
hate to
going
give
to
them the
try
stink
and
eye.
rip you off.
I'd hate to give them the stink eye.
Do you really want to pick that fight with fellow Vistani?
No.
All right.
Lewis knows
So
what I'm
let's
referring
see.
to.
I'm gonna sell just my cheap jewelry to them. I'm gonna keep the nice jewelry for right now.
Okay, Hobbit, I see that message. Yes, they do.
Are they selling us anything else besides just the potions?
They say that's pretty much all the supplies they can offer you,
Okay.
unless you need food and such.
Since Zeesi isn't here, well, Hobbit isn't here, I don't think he
Hobbit-
has any health potions.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'll do Hobbit's bookkeeping separately, just
Okay.
to go through it all with him. But
Okay.
no, he does not currently have any health potions and the likes of it. However, he does have quite a lot of gemstones that are worth gold. So, Hobbit, if you can reply to me, do you want to exchange just one of those gemstones for 2 potions? Cool.
I want to exchange
That's been
2
noted.
pieces of my jewelry for some. I want to get 2 potions as well if I can.
Yep, that's done.
Okay, so 2 potions. So that would be the cheap jewelry is 25 each. So that's 4 pieces of cheap jewelry. Okay.
I thought I said the cheap jewelry is 25 total.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. It is 25. Yeah, my bad. It's the nice jewelry that's 250 each.
Yep.
Okay, so that means that's all the cheap jewelry for 25.
Hobbit, I'll let you explain it once you've done what you want to do with them.
Also, feel free to put your stuff in there. If your valuable stuffs and things like that. I'm gonna keep the potion of supreme healing, which is way too powerful for any of us right now, in the bag of holding.
Okay, look. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just. Can I get the cheap jewelry for just the 25 gold? And
Yes.
then and then I'm gonna get 2 potions and just sell one of the nice pieces of jewelry. And
Do
just take
we
the-
not want
take-
to sell anything that's in there, like your old short sword or your old armor?
I
Well,
don't have any old armor for me.
No,
no, for me.
Yeah.
Equipment can be sold at half value as a standard.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Not really worth
I'll
much to begin with.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna keep the short sword because I think the plan is to use the silver short sword to make one of someone's weapons silvered at some point.
Oh, if that's fine, yeah.
If you
I
guys
would
find a
like that.
blacksmith.
can help with
This
that one if
this
you like
is not the player's handbook. This is Tales from the Yawning Portal.
All
No
right.
peeking.
But
You
yeah,
said the potions are 50 each, so that
Yeah.
means I'm spending 100 on potions. So that means
let's offload the bookkeeping so we can carry on with the game.
okay.
We've
Alright.
figured out after the session exact bookkeeping beyond just how many potions
Alright.
we picked up. I want to try and keep the action moving at this point
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
because we're an
Yeah.
hour and a half into our time and you guys
Yes.
haven't left the camp.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll handle you exactly what you guys sell or don't sell later. You guys, I'm assuming you're packing up your stuff then heading out of camp.
Have any of the Vistani seen Laszlo and Alina lately?
They said they saw them about a day after the last time the Barovians, the village of Barovia, saw them. They came to the camp, stayed overnight, then headed out in the morning. They haven't seen them since.
And
we would have expected them back 3 days ago.
Which direction did they go?
They point sort of southwest.
Alright. Well, I
so-
guess we'll be heading that way.
And one of them points out the tracks that they left as they've headed out of camp. This is a permanent encampment for the Vistani, while the mud around it is mud. But they can start you on the trail that they left.
Yeah.
It seems like it's while not well worn, it's at least a travel path.
Well, unless anyone has anything else they want to do.
I think I'm fine around here.
Brammyr?
Can you heal up Zeesi? It's making me stressed out, this health bar.
No.
Thank you.
Umbra, if you're there and talking, we can't hear you.
Tap once for yes and
What
twice
about
for
now?
nine.
Now we
for
can
no.
hear you.
Okay, that explains why, like, the entirety of since I rejoined before I was being ignored, I thought people were just being loud over me. Okay,
Couldn't hear
I
you.
get it. I'm fine, by the way. Like,
Okay. Okay, so you guys pack up and start following the trail?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going
Who's
to move
our-
this back onto the Barovia map.
Yeah, who's our best tracker?
I'm assuming Evermy or Brammyr. I think we're both the same.
Yeah, it'll be one of the
Yeah.
blood hunters with survival. There seems to be at least a partially travelled dirt road at first. So it sort of just cuts down from the camp, and now I've got to move all the way across the right-hand side of the map. Seems to cut sort of this way, across the road, and down past the woods in this direction.
Okay.
Let's give you an idea of the track you're following. It's a dirt track, not a road.
Naturally.
About half an hour into the journey, you intersect the main road that runs to the valley, the Old Svarlich Road, and just continue heading across on this dirt track and down past the woods.
Is there any fresh tracks on that road, by the way, while we're crossing it?
Roll me survival?
By the way, I'm walking because unless the
Hmm.
puppy is awake, I'm carrying the puppy.
I don't suppose if Brammyr's helping me, I can get advantage, eh?
No.
No.
It seems like the last tracks were a few days ago heading the way that you guys are going. Seems like someone headed out after Laszlo and Alina did.
Just following them.
And it seems like they had a cart.
A cart was following them.
Or just someone headed out in the same direction for other reasons. It's hard to say. What, Miya?
No, we've met one person with a cart.
We have.
That was a carriage.
No, okay.
Never mind.
Strahd met you in his carriage, not in a cart.
No,
you mean Morgantha.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not a pastry cart. This doesn't seem like a one-person thing. This seems like almost a horse-drawn cart size, like maybe pulled by people.
Seems too coincidental for them to be going the same way.
This track bisects the Old Farlich Road, while Morgantha would be weaving up and down the actual road itself.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't know that.
Says he's trying to claim your puppy, son. Check the Discord chat.
Whilst we're now effectively in the middle of nowhere...
It is my puppy.
I want to say to the others...
Oh.
We should probably be careful about what we speak about in more public places. Apparently word of us and being quite possibly against Strahd has already hit Vallaki.
Oh dear.
Remember that the Raven told you that you'd find allies in Vallaki.
Yeah.
Speaking of Raven, you do see a couple of ravens a few hundred feet overhead, just sort of over time, in a minutes long cycle, is just kind of circling where you guys are. Seems like the ravens are at least watching out for you.
Does it look like the same raven or different ravens?
From this distance, you can't tell. They're a few hundred feet up in the air.
I'll spot them and well, I really hope that they are indeed allies, since they seem to be keeping an eye on us right now.
Remember that the seer said, "Look to the skies for aid and to the ground for enemies."
Yeah.
It's why I'm
seem
applying
trustworthy.
to them. But it's werefolk. It's uneasy.
Yeah, they're either watching out for us over dinner.
Anyway, you guys head another half hour to an hour or so down the road, and in the near distance you spot the cart seems to have a wheel broken on the road just ahead of you. You guys continuing to approach?
I'd like to see if there's any things alive around it first.
Yeah, I'll make a perception check around.
Yep. Perception check, please.
I don't trust this place.
Yeah, I'll make a perception check as well.
Well, that's a 13.
I'm gonna sniff and listen out.
Jesus! Bryseis is still drunk or something. I don't know what's going on.
21. I'm not basing this off sight.
Okay. Waiting for one from Sun.
13.
If there's any tracks related to undead or anything around here.
It's a little hard to tell from this distance, but you think you can see a solitary figure looking at the wagon, seeing if he can fix the wheel at the moment.
Nothing in the nearby trees.
Not that you can see now.
Okay.
Can't smell or hear anything around.
I guess we should hail him.
Well, I don't know how to fix carts, but sure.
As you approach a bit closer, he seems to notice you, and you notice that now closer you can see he's a pot-bellied, heavily moustached man. And he turns to you and says, "Please, sirs and ladies, have you the briefest of moments to help a down-on-his-luck merchant? My back aches something fierce, and I need to get this wheel repaired before those storms hit."
What's a merchant doing coming through here?
"I'm a Vistani. I need to be able to get furs and such to trade with. I need to get them back before the storm hits."
Oh, you do the hunting yourself, do you?
I try my best, or pick up on kills that have been left by the wild beasts in the area.
I mean, no offense, but you don't really seem the most capable or the most capably suited towards the task.
Okay, I'll admit I scavenge more than I actually hunt myself, although traps are a wonderful thing.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
God bless.
It's okay. You can get all of the bad rolls out of the way for us.
Apparently.
Can I have a check of what's in the cart currently?
Yes, sure. Looking at the cart, you think you can see it looks like furs, looks like some meat.
Is it just small game stuff like rabbits or
You think you can see a couple of wolf pelts.
couple?
I'm gonna shield the pup's eyes.
You get those wolves yourself, did you?
I found them a few hours just that way, and it gestures further along the track. Found
You
them
didn't
left and
happen.
right.
You didn't happen to bump into anyone else out here, did you?
Oh, I haven't seen anyone else at all.
At all. It's most unfortunate.
Looking for someone.
Yes, 2 hunters have gone missing out here, an Alina and a Laszlo.
I know them. I thought they were supposed to be back a couple of days after I headed out.
No, they were, but no one's heard of them for a few days now.
Interesting. Brammyr, you think you notice shadows in the trees, and the man smiles, reaches under some of the furs on the wagon,
No, god damn it.
and pulls out a scimitar.
Of course he
I
does.
like to look at-
I knew it. Enemies on the ground. Ta-da!
Yeah, I
I need to
I
drag
was
Arena
just
onto
in-
this.
I was just in the midst of about to whisper to you to see what the damage was to his cart. What's the chances that the cart isn't damaged at all and they literally just took the wheel off?
Or this even isn't his cart.
And I'm afraid that's going to be an issue from everyone.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna get like a natural 20 on my initiative.
Oh wow, that's a natural 1 on mine.
Brilliant.
Fortunately, I do have a +3, but
This thing's gonna
I also-
stab me.
I also have an armful of puppy.
For
Sword
frick's
Scout.
sake, I got a 9.
Can you add me to the initiative?
Oh, yep. Oh god, now I can't see who's on the initiative and who's not.
I'm not, because I can click on my character. Do you want me to roll
Silas,
again?
The bad guy, Brammyr, and another bad guy.
Okay. Yeah, just click on a token that edits it to the original score, and I'll roll for Zeesi. And then I'm going to have to give one of you guys control of him because I can't run Zeesi in addition to the NPCs.
How do you... I don't know how to give myself initiative.
It shouldn't be too hard.
Click on your token. Well, yeah, just roll it. Just roll your initiative, and then you'll be able to edit the score from the table because it's your character.
You know what? I'll just roll my initiative from my.
You've got to have your token clicked. When you roll. There we go.
There you go. And then just edit it to the original score, which I think you said was 9.
9.
9.
Yeah, I did. It
1,
went back
2,
to 6.
3, 4, 5, 6.
It shouldn't go back to 6.
I think it's because things are being adjusted. If you
Oh yeah, I need to add
Take it
Sun
down.
to the order. My apologies. I thought I'd done that. And can one of you do Arena, because she's here as well.
Yes.
And I need to fix her health upwards, because standard tokens.
Jesus, what's initiative on these character sheets? Is it just Dex?
Yeah.
It's the name. Click the name.
Oh,
Oh.
the name. There we go.
There you go.
Jesus.
Literally,
Okay.
everyone goes before me.
At the top of the round, we have the Bandit Captain, Zeesi, Silas, Brammyr, the Scouts, Irina, Bryseis, and then Sun.
I have 9. I should go above Brammyr, but it's not letting me put 9 in.
You should be able to edit it on the turn order.
There you go.
Yeah,
So.
it's
I've
letting
done it
me
for
edit
you.
it, but it's not saving it.
Just save
I
it.
see an iron
I've done it.
for you.
I did
Okay.
it. Anyway, the bandit captain turns to... He actually turns to Arena first because of where she stood. And he's just going to open up on her. You see him swing twice with a scimitar and then stab at her with a dagger from his belt. First dagger hit, sorry, first scimitar does seem to hit her. And the dagger is a natural 20.
Oof.
Arena takes 17 points of damage from the bandit captain. And that's all he can do on his turn, so it's going to roll on over to Zeesi. You guys have control of Zeesi.
He's gonna back away and Eldritch Blast someone, I guess.
The movement that were in the trees, who noticed that? Was it Brammyr?
Brammyr.
So yeah, who wants to do the rolling for Zeesi?
Someone needs to take him.
I'm not doing it on this internet.
I guess I'll do it.
My rolls have been so bad.
Okay, for now, I guess moving back 1 and then he's gonna zap him. Where is it? She.
Doing it true,
Is that
says
what?
he
Misses.
Beautiful. I am Zeesi. Okay, immediately going to light up my first scimitar. I'll do the health in a second, and smack. Misses.
Misses.
Offhand. 21?
Hits.
Yeah, slash.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm down to 18 max.
Seems like your scimitar cut him a bit, but
Yeah. Seems a bit hardier. Yeah, that's my turn.
Bryseis. You're up.
Yes, I am. I am going to cat. No. You know play character. Okay. It's like I'm flipping the pages and it's trying to like not allow me to flip pages. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I am going to start off with a cantrip just to see if this works, and Bryseis is going to kind of let's see, she is there. Where are they at? Okay, he's over there, so she's kind of off to the side. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna use the thaumaturgy, yeah, and she is going to like make her voice boom as loud as she can. She is going to make the ground tremor, and she is going to create as if there were wolves coming in on all sides of them, like the sounds of howling.
I'm not sure you can do all of that in a single.
You can cast up to 3 at a time.
Okay, fair. Can you roll me intimidation, please?
Yep. And she's, as her voice is booming out, she's like, "They are coming for their child. If you wish to live, you best leave."
This is terrifying.
My freaking hell!
Would the thaumaturgy not allow it for advantage?
No.
It's allowing the roll itself, I think.
It's what's allowing the roll.
Dang it.
And, no, they don't seem at all intimidated by that.
Nice try, though.
God,
Spells really don't seem to be your
If only
forte.
you had-
They're not. They're really not. The rolls are starting to get kind of sad.
If only you had advantage. Is there anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nope, nothing I can do.
Okay. Rolls round to the scouts. I don't know whether you guys have been able to even see them at the edge of your vision.
I can.
I can see some.
But first one's going to move to
I cannot see them.
here. Second one's going to move to here. Third
Okay.
one's going to move to here. Fourth one's going to move to here. And two on the left are going to open fire at you, Bryseis. And they each make 2 longbow shots. First one hits with both. Ow, that's 14 points of piercing damage from the first one.
On who?
Bryseis.
Me.
Ouch.
And second one's arrows. First hits, second misses for a further 7 points of damage.
Both on Bryseis.
Yeah, I'm down.
All of those on Bryce.
You're down.
Bryce is
I'm
unconscious.
Down. Yep.
0. On the other side, they're going to open fire at Zeesi.
Don't kill Zeesi when he's not here!
Hits and misses, 9 points of damage. Misses. Brammyr.
I'm just gonna see the ambush, shake my head as I walk over to, going over 25 feet to here.
Okay.
Those dwarf things, goddamn. And as I'm just running over to these two guys, I'm just gonna say, "You picked the wrong group." As I'm going to shift.
Okay.
As the brown bear bringing out the maul comes storming down with the grey streak across down his body.
Okay. Arena.
Okay, first thing Arena's going to do is Healing Word Bryseis as
Okay.
a bonus action. She only has level 1, doesn't she?
Yep.
4?
Bryseis, you are conscious with 4 health.
And the rest of her turn is going to be spent making a multi-attack against the bandit leader. So the first attack, an 11, misses, I'm guessing.
Against the leader, misses, yes.
Second
Ray,
attack.
you change your hit point maximum to 4 rather than your current hit points. Don't do that. Change the current, not the max. Like that. I've changed it for you. And yeah, misses. Jesus.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
again, the nat one's out the way on the other characters.
I'm going to move over here. I'm going to put the pup down under the cart.
Okay.
Tell it, stay here. Would that take me my action or bonus
I'll
action?
allow it as
Or
a free action.
okay, awesome.
No point crippling you just because I'm giving you a puppy.
Wait, that's the wrong one. I was here, so I've used 10 feet.
You could bonus action dash.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Bonus action dash, and I'll make an attack with my short sword.
Okay.
Roll good, baby. That's not good. That's a 9.
Total.
Yes.
Misses.
Scheisse.
Indeed.
Unfortunate.
Well, that's it. That's my turn.
Yeah, jump bonus action with the offhand. Rolls round to the captain.
Oh, right. Oh, no, I dashed.
Yep.
That's why I can't. Yeah.
Rolls around to the captain. He's going to turn to face the apparent greater threat. Hi, Silas.
Nah, don't do it.
Misses. Does a
Good.
17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay. And the dagger also comes up and hits you.
Oh god, not another nat 20.
5 points of slashing from the scimitar. 5 points of piercing from the dagger.
Dang. I thought he said he missed one.
He has 3 attacks.
Dang.
Twice with the scimitar, once with the dagger.
Well, I am not going to be standing next to him any longer.
Zeesi.
Zeesi is going to move 30 feet directly to there, and he is going to Burning Hands upwards.
Okay.
And let me just check the range on that, actually.
It is 15 feet.
It is 15.
Yep.
Okay. Burning Hands at second... Oh, sorry, wrong one. Burning Hands at second level.
It's a deck save.
Yep. Or 11 points of damage. The one in front of him fails.
Nice.
Minus 11. The one above him actually passes. So
5.
5.
5, yes. The lower one that was right next to him is looking bloodied.
Okay.
Silas.
Silas is wanting to get out of there. First attack with the scimitar. This is the letting up one, 18.
Does hit.
That is 4 points of slashing and 3 points of radiant.
Okay.
And offhand attack, 9 misses.
Yep.
But thanks to mobility, I'm going to get out of there and stand in front of the archer to block from Bryseis.
Okay. And now that they don't have the drop on you guys, you're moving faster than Brammyr.
What about Bryseis?
She's above the scout score anyway.
Yeah, it's
She's got
Bryseis'
9,
turn.
you've got an
No,
8.
yeah.
You're acting first ahead of the scouts, Brammyr, because they had the drop on you, now they don't.
Yeah, but is it Bryseis above me?
Yes. I'm just
He's
letting
just
you
giving
know
you a
that I'm
heads up,
changing the initiative.
Oh,
order.
right, okay.
Then.
Sorry, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, Bryseis, you're up. After being rather rudely knocked to the ground by arrows.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know if I want to waste any more spells because they're not gonna work anyway. Let's see. I'm just gonna give inspiration to Brammyr.
That's a
Alright.
bonus action. Would you say to inspire the Brammyr?
The Brammyr. I'm trying to think of how does that phrase used to go? Brammyr, they have your picnic basket. Go after them. Your picnic basket.
What are you doing for your action?
I am
Heal thyself.
Yeah, I'll just healing word myself. That sounds good.
Fine, I'll allow it.
Well, she can drink a potion also.
True. That's another 6 points of health onto yourself.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Brammyr. You could, if you wanted to,
Quickest thing.
move 5 feet, smack one. Continue to move, provoke opportunity attack, and smack the other, unless you kill the bloodied one. I know you don't have extra attack.
No, I'd only get second if I was using my
Oh,
claws. I could do
Yeah,
it.
yes.
But I'm using my maul.
Yeah. The one next to Zeesi is bloodied.
You know what?
You should hit him with your jam hammer.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to here and smack him once.
Okay.
Have you lit it up?
No, I shall. Thank you. I'm gonna use inspiration. I'm gonna
Okay,
use inspiration. What's the
D6.
D6? 16.
Nice.
That does hit. Damage?
Let me just check. I need to reroll one.
Drops.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Okay. I mean, there was 3 more damage on top of that.
Dead.
Okay.
Hang on, let me just double check. 12, 16. Okay, no, that's not quite enough to kill for massive damage. You're moving to there. Okay.
Just to block the range.
Okay. Rolls around to the scouts. Seems like a little bit of coordination has been lost in them. Because of how ferociously you guys responded. The one by you, Brammyr, is going to drop its bow, pulls out a short sword. Tries to stab you twice. First one misses, second one, that's a 22.
That hits.
For 8 points of damage, reduced to 4 because you're in bear form.
Boom.
Scout right by you, son, is going to do the same thing. Also nat one's its first attack. And misses the second. Its friend with a longbow is also going to go for you. It's seeing its friend under attack. Misses with another nat 1.
I like these guys.
I've rolled 3 nat 1s in 6 attacks.
We really shit him up, didn't we?
Arena?
Arena is going to...
It seems like they weren't expecting you guys to survive the ambush.
Doesn't have a multi-attack going his way. So 20... Oh, that's Zeesi, sorry. 10 damage.
That's Zeesi as Arena.
Okay.
The second one, nat 1 again.
Wow.
Misses.
And as a bonus action, is anyone looking too wounded? Nope. Okay, that's all.
I mean, you're looking wounded.
I am, but I can handle it for now.
You're always looking wounded.
Stabby
Yeah.
tabby.
Stabby stab! First stabbing is a 19.
Hits.
Oh, I
Is
don't
that
get
attack?
sneak attack.
Nope.
1d6. I'll take this one. That's for 7 damage.
Okay.
And offhand attack, stabby stab. That's gonna miss, I guess. 11.
Yeah, misses. Seems like with the sword manages to catch your blow and flick it off to the side. Bandit Captain is just going to continue his duel with Arena. Scimitar, dagger. Misses.
Nice. I was waiting, I was going to parry one of those attacks because I forgot the first time.
Zeesi.
Zeesi is going to Eldritch Blast the one next to Brammyr, hopefully try and take the kill.
Who do you use as?
Core. Eldritch Blast. 24.
Oh, nice.
Hits. Damage.
Boop. 5.
Well, he did hit
4.
hex? He didn't
No.
hex, yeah.
Nope.
I
And
don't
knocks-
get an attack of opportunity, do I?
No.
Nope. Okay.
And knocks the scout away, who's now looking bloodied.
Okay. And he's going to move... there.
Okay. And then Silas, you're up.
Silas is going to run back up to the bandit leader and smash twice. Hopefully.
Okay.
21.
Hits.
That's a Zeesi again. Sure. There we go.
Okay.
With Right of the Dawn. So that's 7 total for that one.
Okay.
And second scimitar, 23.
Also hits.
There we go.
Boop.
Is now looking bloodied.
And moving back.
Of course you are. Bryseis.
Let's see. All right, let's try. Why not? Hideous laughter on main dude.
Okay. Ping it for me. Okay. What's your spell save DC?
13.
Okay. Wisdom save. That's an 18. That's a save.
I'm done spellcasting.
It's just because you're low level. Your spell DC is low, so it's really easy to save. Moving at all? Or bonus action?
No.
Okay. Brammyr.
Okay, this is basically going. Hopefully, if this goes well, step up to here 5, step up to here 10. Going to smack a doodle doo
Hits.
16.
Down.
Nice.
Out of curiosity, just to see if it's another insta kill. Oh god, that's 18.
That,
Instead of 13.
again, was not an insta-kill. It was on 6 HP.
Okay,
Not quite enough to insta-kill.
so it's basically just walking up with the hammer out, smack across the face as I start charging towards Irina. So was it 5, 10,
Yep.
15, 20, 25.
Nice jam hammer. Turning the enemies into jam.
Scout's turn. The one that
Oh,
was on
shit.
full health. What's up?
I should have made a wisdom save.
Whatever. It was supposed to enemy anyway.
Yeah,
The
true.
scout that was on full health is actually going to retreat. Seems like it's not okay sticking around with its friends being that butchered. Well, the other scout hasn't noticed and continued fighting you, son. 16 hit,
Yeah.
and that's a natural 20.
Oof.
For 7 plus 8,
Ouch.
So
even with the crit.
so that's
So
15.
15.
How?
Irina.
Wacky whack.
Multi-attack.
And you can hear whoever this band is bellowing at his men at the one leaving. Get back in the fight, you coward.
Oh, so close to a crit. So 10 damage from the rapier. And what's the range on Healing Word? Is it 60 feet? Oh, yes it is.
Yeah, it is.
So Sun gets a Healing Word.
Oh,
6.
I'll take it.
Speaking of stabby tabby.
Well, stabby stab.
Stabby,
First
stabby,
stab. That's a natural 16, so I'm gonna assume that
Yep.
hits. Let's take another die for the damage. Now we're talking. For 10 damage.
Down.
How far did that guy go?
Oh, he's running. He's completely run for it.
Yeah, but I can double my movement speed for one turn.
But the main bandit dude is so. Are you really going to run down my poor scout who's just trying to escape?
Nah.
Do it! Do it!
It's not, Lois.
No, wait, I haven't finished my turn. I'm gonna move here. Do I have enough movement for that? Doubling my movement for it.
Okay.
Whatever, I'm not gonna move next turn.
Yeah, he's looking worse for wears.
Yeah, bonus attack on him.
Oh, God, okay. And you have sneak attack on this.
Yep, that's a natural 15 plus 5.
Yeah, that hits.
And my sneak attack currently is 2d6s, so 3d6s total. Okay, that one is not flat. 5 and 10. 10 damage.
Okay. Still standing.
Yeah.
Oof.
Really looking the worse for wear.
Yeah, I didn't roll great, and I don't get to add my dexterity to do that, so.
Turns to you, son, having just been stabbed in the back,
Hi.
and says, "Your pelt would make a great rug." And he's just going to open up on you. You are lucky he doesn't have advantage, but that's all 3 hits.
Fuck.
6 points of damage, plus 7.
So that's
So
13.
12. Yes. Plus dagger in the gut to down you for another 6.
Yep, I'm down.
Ouch.
I was at 2 before that dagger, so.
Zeesi.
Okay. Zeesi is going to move to there
Zeesi can probably just steal the kill.
and is going to Eldritch Blast him away from Sun. So I can find Eldritch Blast. There we go. 17.
Hits. How does Zeesi want to
13.
do this?
Why does the Hobbit always gets the kills when he's not around?
Zeesi would like to blast the bandit leader's stomach straight away from his body and like watch the entrails just spill out of him all over Sun's corpse. Or almost corpse.
And it does so, and the partially dismembered body of the bandit captain goes flying off. And with that, I'm going to take you guys out of initiative because this other scout has completely and utterly off.
I should have just run up through the scout.
And you see the wolf pup come crawling out from under the cart and start pawing at Sun, who's unconscious on the ground.
I'll go and pour my healing potion down Sun's throat.
Thank you.
I want to smell if there's anything else around, just to be sure and safe.
You catch the retreating scent of the scout, that's about it. 7 points. You are back up, and the wolf pup is basically crawled on top of you, pouring at your face, Sun.
Aww. Hi. Thanks, Silas.
That's okay. You owe me a potion then.
I'll dig through my pack and hand him a potion.
Thank you.
Okay.
You are okay, right?
Yeah.
Just double check.
I'll
we
give
saw
you on
one
the map for now, or you guys just take a chance to heal up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them ran off that direction. I'm not too terribly sure how far she got, or he got.
I've got their scent if we want to chase, but
Okay.
we've got kind of other priorities right now.
Out of interest, is anyone else healing up at the moment?
I am going to roll hit dice. You know
Okay,
the 2 that I got back from our long rest.
Okay,
I'm gonna use them again. I would like
short
to.
rest.
Okay.
Everyone
Short
needs it.
rest.
I'll do.
Can I get as you go to short rest, can I get a survival check from the 2 bloodhunt, please?
Can I do sleep while we short rest?
You
Not
mean-
sleep.
Nice.
No.
Song of
that's-
Rest.
Song
Yes.
of Rest. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's an additional D6.
Yep. And the blood hunters, you both noticed that there seems to be a cold front moving in from the direction you guys are heading. It's still a few hours away, but
We'll hit it oncoming.
That hit dice was for Zeesi, so we get 7 back.
Oh, that's
and
above my
with
hex
you
mark.
guys-
So.
And with you guys taking a short rest, let's stop here and take a 5-minute break. We'll resume at, let's say, 15:15.
Alright.
Because I know that
Alright.
people need that in another session.
Yep.
I need to close my window because it's raining.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Additionally, in a short rest.
Hit
I
dice.
know,
Zeesi gets all his spell slots back.
Yes, he
I heard that
does. He gets 1 back.
I don't think I do though.
Nope. To be
I'm talking
fair,
about
he
for
only has
hit
2
dice.
spell slots.
Window has
Yeah.
been closed.
What about for hit points for short rest?
You can roll your hit dice for it.
Yes.
You have up to 3.
I'm good because I did the sleep and I got 5 back from doing the sleep Song of Rest. So
Oh yeah, Song of Rest. How much does that heal everyone?
you get a D6.
Song of Rest, you have to spend a hit die to gain the benefits of Song of Rest, I believe.
Zeesi's already spent one and he's not on full yet, so 1d6. So
What do
he's
you
up to
roll for
full.
a hit die?
Literally just click. You see where it says hit dice?
For a Warlock, it should be... Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, 4 plus 5 for you.
And what would Arena get for her hit dice?
So Arena as an NPC is weird and doesn't heal the way you guys do.
Okay.
What's she down to?
She's down to 43.
She's not going to take the opportunity to heal.
Okay.
As an NPC, her hit dice recharge a lot more slow than you guys do.
Okay.
She spent pretty much all of them after the Strahd battle.
Would she get any spell slots back? Any chance?
No.
Okay. She has 1 left.
Not a Warlock.
Is there any way I can? I'm just going to make an extra tab for her so I can put that as the amount of spell slots she has left. Whoops, sorry. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So like
Some
that.
NPCs are annoying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Sorry, I'm playing around with it so I can change it.
Let me. NPC spell slots are annoying.
It's fine. I can do it. This is what I've got for it. Just gonna bump that there, and then bump that above it, like that. So it's easy enough to keep track.
That works.
Yeah. And am I able to loot stuff while we're on a break, I guess? Maybe?
These guys don't have much.
I mean, there was a scimitar that I'm interested in. Interested.
It's a mundane scimitar.
Mundane. Okay. Well, I mean, keep it as a backup at least.
A bandit captain is CR2. A scout is CR half. Do you really think low-level enemies are going to be carrying around magic items in 5e?
There's bonus stuff we can sell. Is there anything in the cart?
I'm going to handle that when everyone's back.
Okay. Oh, I think I know what's in the cart.
Do you?
I'm guessing.
What do you think is in there?
I think Alina and Laszlo are in there. I could be wrong, but you're giving me the silent treatment. Oh, we lost someone. Goodbye, Cal.
Umbra, you there?
And he's just left roll 20.
Okay.
I don't know why, probably disconnected. Do they have anything else on them? Like what armor were they wearing?
I'm back.
Generals.
Welcome back. The
Right.
scouts are wearing leather armor. The captain's wearing studded leather.
Okay, so we've got 1 studded leather and 3 leather armors to put in the bag of holding.
They don't seem to be carrying anything else.
Any mundane weapons, like there's some bows on them, I guess.
Oh, we've completely lost Umbra.
Rip.
I have food.
So,
The scouts each have a longbow and a scimitar. The captain has, sorry, the short sword. The captain has his scimitar and his dagger. And I need
I'll
to
grab
find
the
a way
dagger.
to-
You never have too many daggers.
I need to find a way to destroy the stuff on every single enemy you fight now.
I don't know what you're talking about. You can add them to the bag of holding, right?
Sorry?
You know you can directly add them to the bag of holding.
That's true, but I'm really lazy.
I'll do it.
If
Was it
okay,
longswords? Or...
okay, new rule. If you are looting, you add it to the bag of holding or you don't have it.
Don't need to add the dagger. I'm taking that.
Okay, where's the sheet? Is it pinned?
Yes.
I can also link you back to it.
It's fine. I've got it.
Apologies for like bumping in and out of the chat. I was trying to check the consistency of the other Wi-Fi. It's even worse. So I'm back on this one, and I'm gonna make do.
Ray, are you here?
If my eating becomes too noisy, tell me.
It's too noisy. Joke.
Ray, are you back?
Apparently not.
Don't think so.
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh wait, no, that's Sun. I bet. And by Sun, I mean Miya. Were they longbows or shortbows?
Longbows.
Longbows.
And long swords or short swords?
Long.
Swords.
Short
What?
sword.
He wrote long on the whatever.
I was just guessing because I didn't get a reply the first.
Oh.
I initially said when you were looting them.
Yeah, you did, but I asked as a reminder because I couldn't remember after writing the one skin. No need to get defensive about it.
Well, if you're not going to listen to the DM.
What? Sorry, did the DM say something?
Ray,
Can't kill me if I can't hear you.
That's an excuse that I need to do. Being
I'm
deaf.
back.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. With everyone back, we're going to resume. And who was it that wanted to look at the stuff in the cart?
I did.
Okay.
feel
Investigation
if I
check
was
for me,
back.
please.
Okay. Is anyone going to help me with this?
As I note, the weapons and armor that the bandits were using is of low quality.
Okay. 14.
Okay. Can you also please make me an insight check?
10.
That is the exact DC.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Looks like the furs in the cart are in excellent shape. Between them, you reckon they might be worth 20 gold.
Oh.
You also find a scroll of some kind.
Okay. I will retrieve it.
Looks like gibberish to you. You can't cast spells.
I'm going to hand it to Bryseis.
Okay. And you think, looking at the furs, that they might have previously belonged to hunters.
Judging by the
Nice.
road, and with Brammyr's help, can I notice the direction the cart was travelling from?
Seems like the cart was coming down this way, and you guys approached from here.
Okay.
I just prefer north-south maps for ease of use rather than east-west.
I
Nothing tracks coming from this aside from the bandits. Can I?
Nope. And Bryseis,
Ooh.
Ray?
I'm here, I'm reading it.
Is that something either of our tieflings can cast?
It's not on a class spell list. It is a custom spell.
Oh.
So can it be used or not?
Yes. By you, Bryseis.
Awesome.
As a bard, you have much more magical access than the warlock.
Well, she would kind of look at everybody. It's to create fire, what I've always wanted and what I keep telling you people to do when there's things like vampires around or anything else we want to stay dead. So now I can just take care of it myself. Good. He kind of takes the scroll and sticks it in her bag.
So it's not a one-time use?
No. Once I know it, I know it.
Okay,
And-
so are you guys ready to move on from the camp?
Yeah, we should follow the tracks.
Is this a
Also
level
roll as
1
well.
spell?
Yes.
Oh,
However, it is a spell scroll, so it is one use.
Oh, it is 1 use. Dang.
we need to take these furs for the shopkeep.
Bag of holding?
How much fur is it?
I
Okay,
should
someone
not
else
have
did.
given you that. It's got a total value of about 20 gold. It doesn't give me an exact weight on it.
No, wait. Do you want to guess, Demi? Leather armor is 10.
Probably about £10 between it.
Oh, okay.
This is not a small amount of fur.
Someone.
Yeah, are you guys moving on from the camp?
Yes, I'm fine to go. Unless anyone else wants to look in the cart.
Nah.
If Brezzy were to look in there, would she find evidence that this actually belonged to the bandits, or if this was somebody else's cart that they just stole?
I mean, I've already given you the information that would have been given for that check.
It looked like it came from hunters, or a couple of hunters.
It looks like the furs themselves probably came from hunters.
So
Okay.
I
Is
believe we follow the tracks.
the cart actually damaged or not?
Investigation?
Natural 20?
Seems like it is actually damaged, and they just decided that they will go into ambush the first person to come across them, Unless-
Fuck them.
unless the captain can figure out how to fix the scavenge first.
If the puppy is kind of awake at the moment, I'll let him walk beside us.
Seems like it's being a bit of a playful puppy dancing around you, but aside from that, yeah, it's awake and moving. Okay. And you guys head on along the track. It's another half hour, 3/4 of an hour or so. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, based on where the sun is. Even with you, no, because you short rested, it'd be more like 11 o'clock in the morning. Essentially, let's say half an hour, 45 minutes, and a campsite can be seen several hundred yards ahead of you through the sparse growth. But as you draw closer, you realize that nothing lives here. The obvious signs of a struggle, long scrapes in the dirt, fresh boot tracks, and a damaged corpse give away the scene.
A corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can identify the corpse then, I guess.
Just one corpse.
Yes. Can I get just general perception checks from people, please?
I'm sniffing and listening.
Okay. Brammyr, you don't catch any sense. I mean, okay, I'm gonna have to go up the order here. Everyone, you notice that the body seems to have been partially ravaged by scavengers. There do appear to be canine tracks around this body, and they appear to have been made by a wolf easily twice the normal size. Everyone except Sun, you can tell that these canine tracks do not appear to originate from outside the campsite. They lead off to the west, and spatters of blood follow alongside. You also all can see the glint of a silver dagger in the cold ashes of the campfire. And as you draw closer, Bryseis, you can see a wolf's tooth is embedded in one of the corpse's wounds.
There's 2 corpses.
No?
No, one wound belonging to the single corpse.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said in one of the corpses. Okay.
Yeah, in one of the
misinterpreted.
corpses' wounds.
I misinterpreted.
Yeah. It's...
English is a weird language.
Yes. Does the dead person match the description of one of the hunters?
Uh,
Because I'm assuming we got basic descriptions.
yes, it does seem to match the description of Laszlo.
Laszlo.
Wait.
You said the wolf's tracks, originated from inside the camp.
Yep.
Could be Alina.
And Elena was pregnant. I look at the puppy.
Someone gave birth recently.
God damn it!
What was the intelligence check for?
To see if I could work out that it was Alina that was a werewolf, ravaged the camp, then left.
It could be. It could well be.
I'm going to retrieve the silver dagger for the bag of holding.
I mean, don't you want to give that to your rogue?
If the rogue would like it, she can have it. There's no good in the bag otherwise.
I will take it. Daggers. I have daggers everywhere.
Daggers for
What do you
days.
swords?
Do you want the silver short sword?
Not at all, really.
Alright.
I could use it, but not really my forte.
Is anyone expecting the body itself or the tracks?
I will be inspecting tracks, most definitely.
Bryseis would be investigating the body and pulling the tooth out.
Medicine, please. So, Brammyr investigation, Bryseis medicine.
Can I not do survival for tracks?
I'll allow it. And something about the state of this body is throwing you off. Might be the age of the corpse. Though it looks fresh, you can't get any information from it, Bryseis.
Hunter's Bane for advantage on survival checks to track, since it's like
I'll allow it.
Can she still take the tooth out of the
Not that
wound?
you need it.
Yeah, I know, right? Goddamn.
And yes, you can take the tooth. Okay. These tracks are wild and chaotic, but there do seem to be a number of wolf tracks among the tracks of Laszlo. There are 2 humanoid tracks, both sets leading into the clearing, but only wolf tracks leave this place.
So, there were attacks then.
And the tracks head west away from the camp and towards the... It looks like they're heading towards the foothills of the mountains. There are no humanoid tracks heading in that direction.
How many wolf tracks did you say? Like, you said an assortment, didn't you?
Or
is it just the
yes.
one?
Looks like 2 separate pairs. A lycanthrope and a lycan.
Right.
And having seen all this, you guys also notice a pack almost lost in the shadows of the undergrowth a short distance away.
I'm gonna have a look at it.
Looks like it used to contain a short bow, 12 arrows, an explorer's pack, and a salted ham, but it all seems to have been ruined by the weather. It's been out in the open. There's also evidence that he possessed a pot of ink, but it's nowhere to be found.
Alright.
Were there any like sleeping quarters anywhere around? Like you said, a camp, but was there a tent? Is there a wagon?
Looks like it doesn't look like sleeping bags have been set out. It looks like they were setting up camp, and then whatever happened happened. And you hear a rustling from the trees, and you see a couple 100 feet away a number of thin-looking elves actually approach from the tree line, and they approach you with their hands held up in surrender. And as they get closer, you hear them say, "Please, we mean no harm. We haven't had food or rest for ages, and the storm is coming. Where are we?"
Inside check.
Go for it.
What storm is coming?
The storm that we saw. Never mind, I believe.
Seems to be telling the truth. And it seems that this group of elves is led by an auburn-haired female elf.
I'm going to pull out my scimitars anyway and just... We're being cautious here. We've had reason not to trust someone out here already.
We are in this Valish woods in Barovia.
Where the hell is Barovia? We were travelling on the Sword Coast a few days ago, and then woods everywhere. This is the elf speaking, the female elf speaking.
Well, apparently this place does that. Can I insight check that, though?
I'll allow it.
14 plus 2, 16.
Seems to be telling the truth.
We don't have much to spare in the way of food. Especially not for such a large party of you.
Even if you can just direct us to where we may be able to find it. We're so lost in these woods.
There's an encampment a few hours that way. The inhabitants are friendly, but you might not want to stay too long with them. Though they can tell you a bit more about this place.
Thank you. And you see, unless you guys want to say anything else to them, it seems like this leading elf starts to direct them around the campsite, still keeping the distance from you guys.
I wouldn't stop for anyone else on the way there. Most people around here besides us aren't too kind.
Noted. Thank you.
Oh, have you seen tracks of maybe a wounded wolf?
No.
Alright.
Just as they're leaving, keep your wits about you, and if you see fog, be wise to stay away from it. Keep to the roads. This place is pretty unforgiving.
Noted. Thank
If
you.
you end up heading east towards the village of Barovia, perhaps we can meet you there at some later point. But until then, there isn't really much you can do from here.
Thank you, strangers. Be careful out here, if what you say is true. And she leads the other elves and steps onto the road eventually. Still, all of them keeping their distance from you, and start heading towards the Serpol encampment.
Poor sods.
Not sure I entirely trust them. But they got out of Dodge fast, which I can appreciate.
They seem to be telling the truth.
So does someone who's good at lying, though. So, We should probably follow those tracks.
Yeah, I think we all know what's happened here. And... oh, God.
I know for you, for one, won't be able to sleep easy until it's been put down.
I wonder when it was that she got cursed. I
Hard
wonder
to
how
say.
long she's been cursed.
Without speaking to someone she knew, hard to say.
This won't be an easy one to do, you know.
Can I have a quick check around the camp to see if they've stashed anything?
Investigation.
Just any valuables or anything, just hidden. I haven't said Silas, but
As
same
Zeesi.
thing.
Seems like sometime they had furs, but those are gone.
Yeah. We're not stashed anything else, no.
Nope.
We probably have those now.
Yeah. Well, it's not worth sticking around here. We should probably head out.
Yeah. Can I continue tracking these down?
Oh, actually, I'd like to bury the body first.
Okay.
That's fine. Just to make sure nothing else comes along.
Bear in mind that you do have the storm encroaching.
It's just a shallow grave.
Okay, it's still going to take you half an hour or so to dig this and get him buried, and you have a storm that's... it's hard to tell, but it looks like it's a couple hours.
I'll just throw some branches or something over him then, just like cover his body up.
Okay.
Umbra
I do
is
have a shovel.
trying to speak, yeah.
Sorry.
I was just trying to get the information across. Even with the shovel, it's going to take you at least 15 minutes.
15's better than half an hour.
Looks
That's
like
true.
the storm is going to hit by 3 o'clock.
And what time is it now? 11.
About 11:30 by this point.
Up to you guys. I'm not digging.
If you want to do it, I'll
You're
help.
too busy playing with your puppy.
Yeah, also, I'm terrible at digging.
Even with your claws.
Well,
Let me
yeah,
just see what's in
cats
the
don't
haunted
dig.
compactor quick.
True. That's dogs.
What's in the Monster Hunters pack again?
Yep. I
Yep.
don't know your stuff.
Monster Hunters pack, chest, crowbar, hammer, 3-run stakes. No, there's no spade. I'd really like to get that body buried. So I'm going to help Umbra do so.
Okay.
Brammyr.
So it still takes you about 15 minutes to
Yeah.
dig it out, push him in, and then shove the dirt back over.
Mm-hmm.
But you do manage to bury him. Yeah, let's skip on that. Okay. And you guys, I'm assuming, follow the tracks?
Yup.
Yeah, since I'm tracking... we're effectively like
Yes,
replacing
you have
undead.
advantage.
I also can't be surprised. Do you want me to re-roll another one?
Please.
God damn.
I'll
I
also be
mean,
looking
it's
up.
not particularly hard to follow these tracks.
Okay.
And it takes them a couple hours. So they're not hard to follow, it's just the terrain. But after a couple hours, so what, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, probably closer to 2 than 1, you find yourself outside of a cave. And this storm is really starting to break. You find yourself outside of the cave, which these tracks seem to lead to.
Shelter.
Looks like a natural stone cave. Seems about 7 foot tall.
Well, in we go.
And I will warn you now. There are no light sources inside.
My lantern is out.
Okay. And Brammyr in particular, you can smell wolf urine and rotten meat.
In fact,
Or a
I'm
very
going to light
powerful
it.
scent in this place.
I'm going to light up my scimitars, actually.
Okay.
Ah,
As you head inside, it's quite apparent that this is a wolf den. Broken and gnawed bones litter the floor, and scraps of fur from a large number of animals have been shredded and scattered about the cavern. The smells of offal and rotting meat compete for attention, and the results are exactly as you might expect. You take in your environment, a loud peal of thunder reverberates around the cave. It's like the storm outside is finally breaking loose. And you can hear freezing rain and hail start to pelt the cave entrance, and a howling wind tears through the forest. Inside you can see what appears to be a bedroll with what looks like a journal next to it, next to a pile of scraps of bones, fur, and leather.
Can I look around, see if I see anyone around?
A perception check, please.
I see nothing. That's a natural 2 plus, 2.
You see nothing. You appear to be the only life in this cave at the moment.
I'm gonna go look at the book, and I'm also putting on my winter coat that I bought.
Okay. Looks like the book has been gnawed a bit. But beyond that, you can open it and have a read, and there's only really 3 entries that jump out at you. Have a handout. Marco?
Polo.
Oh,
Polo. Sorry, reading the entries.
I'm going to be dedicating every inch of my senses to making sure I can try and get a gauge on wherever this wolf is.
Perception check, please.
Can I also make a perception check?
Gonna say no.
Okay.
Okay.
Bryseis kind of passes the journal over to Son. Well, I guess that little pup is gonna be a pet for a little bit.
Poor baby. Poor Alina too.
And the sound of baying wolves breaks the silence. A moment later, a young, silver-haired woman with an immense wolf in tow stumbles into the den, gasping in agony with a bloody hand clasped over her belly. As she sees you, her face contorts into rage. She spits a curse, flecks of blood dancing on her lips. Her curse is turned into a throaty growl as she falls to her hands and knees. Her body contorts and twists as her form changes to that of a large, silver-furred wolf. The
So you
beast
attack the
throws
big
back
wolf,
its
you
head and howls. Then charges.
I'll take it as a no. Dang it. Brammyr, you're up.
I like everybody please roll initiative.
Again?
God damn it.
Again?
Dang.
That's
And let me add
again a
20
natural 1 on
thunder.
my initiative.
Rip.
Zeesi got a 3.
Let me find
And
die roll.
Arena. Oh, dang.
God damn, that direwolf. Okay, is that everybody with initiative? There is no surprise round because Brammyr knew they were coming. They saw you. Is that everybody's initiative rolled?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Top of the round, we have the direwolf, Arena, Silas, Bryseis, Brammyr, Sun, Alina, Zeesi. And the direwolf is just going to not particularly intelligent. It's just going to charge for the closest thing. That's you, Brammyr. And it's just going to bite at you.
Okay.
23 hits.
Yep.
You take 12 points of piercing damage. And can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
Jesus.
20.
You're fine. You feel the brunt of this thing lurch into you, but you manage to remain on your feet. Irina.
5 feet. Stab, stab. 21
Hits.
for 6 and 20 for 9.
Okay, total of 15.
That is all she is going to do.
Silas.
Silas has both weapons lit. He's going to move to there in between them. Take 2 swings. 18.
Hits.
Boop, boop. Second hit, 13.
Misses.
Okay.
You swing at it. Your first hit collides, and you see a spurt of blood and a flash of the radiant energy. Goes to growl, and as it flinches out of the way, your second attack goes wide.
Unfortunate, but I am going to step back in front of Zeesi.
Bryseis. Ray, you're up.
Alrighty, so where's the puppy in all of this?
It's down by Sun's feet.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to do slurring words at her.
Okay, what does it do?
Hold on, it's in cutting words. My bad. Either way. Basically, it's distracting, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence of the others.
Hang on, is that cutting words?
Yeah, that's a reaction.
That's a reaction.
You do it when the enemy is making an attack.
Oh, okay. I'll have to wait until later then. My bad. I'm still learning.
That's to penalise if they hit you.
Gotcha.
Or one of your allies.
Gotcha. Okay.
Use the use of inspiration.
Yeah. I knew that much of it. Okay. We're gonna try to hold person then.
Okay.
Nice.
How are you doing for spell slots? Okay.
I know Ballor loves hold person.
I mean, that vampire certainly did. Spell save DC 13.
Yeah.
That's a 17.
Of course it is.
Unlucky.
Just
Unlucky.
flat roll 17. It's not exactly the wisest thing in the world. Doing anything as a bonus action?
Nope, because it's probably fail to.
I was going to say, so you're not going to heal your barbarian, but... or, no, it would be barbarian, but oh well.
She
You're
can't.
not
She
gonna heal
can't. She casts a spell.
Oh,
I already
true.
cast a spell.
Brammyr.
What action is a healing potion?
Action.
It's to myself. Damn.
Yeah, I know. I asked that question too.
You guys don't have quick drinker yet.
My standard's going to be anything you can do, I can do better. And turn into the brown bear with maul in hand. 5.
You haven't left it in range yet.
Have you lit it up, by the way, the hammer?
Yeah, I was lit up, but like when I saw the things,
Ah, okay.
I've taken my hit points off. And how's this direwolf looking?
Might be bloodied.
Right, I'm just gonna swing.
Jam hammer.
Just. Oh wait, no, I'm standard action to transform. I can't. Yeah, that's all I can do. I'm just
Okay.
like moving my way, interposing between.
Sun.
Looks like Irina's got things with that direwolf. So I'm gonna move till wait, how much movement do I get? Yeah. Gonna move till here. I'm gonna use insightful fighting on the werewolf.
Okay.
Which is my insight check against its deception check, which is charisma deception. It's a natural 19, so 21.
Yeah, you beat it. That's a 2.
Yep. So I will get my sneak attack. I'm gonna.
So why can I roll shit against the rogue but amazing against spells?
I don't know. I'm gonna throw the silver dagger.
Okay. And what are you doing with the pup in all of this?
Still in the bag of holding.
No. I told him to stay,
Okay.
hoping that he understands. Which probably not, but so that was another natural 19.
Yeah, that hits.
And I get sneak attack.
Ow.
6, 7, 8, 9 plus 3, 12 damage. Which is
Ow.
24 because it's a silver dagger.
Bless you.
Okay. They are not vulnerable to silver.
They're not? Okay.
No.
No,
Then 12.
They are resistant unless silver, not vulnerable to. Vulnerability is super rare for a reason.
Yep, alright.
Was round 2, Alina's turn. And, I mean, you just threw a silver dagger at her. What are you really expecting here? Steps up to you, is just going to bite and claw at you. You are lucky she doesn't have advantage. 19 hits.
Yes.
That's 9 points of piercing damage.
that was the bite.
Yep. Can you also make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I can try.
Werewolf cat incoming.
I have a +1. Ooh. Desire has rolled well for now. That's 17, so 18.
You pass.
Woo!
You're fine. And the claw misses. Seems like the claw catches some of your fur and pulls it out, but doesn't actually deal damage to you. Zeesi.
Zeesi is going to hex werewolf face and then Eldritch blast it
Okay.
away from sun. Does that?
What save are you imposing disadvantage on?
I'm going to give it disadvantage.
Strength.
Something's telling me strength, so I'm going to go with strength.
Okay. And yep, that hits.
Boop.
Flat. Okay. Okay. Top of the round. It was Sun and Bryseis that picked up cold weather clothing, wasn't it?
Yep.
You can feel a supernatural cold seems to be emanating throughout this den. Can everybody except Sun and Bryseis please make me a Constitution saving throw?
There were 3, weren't there? 3 to 7.
Oh, sorry, that was for Silas.
Were there 3 on save?
10.
Umbra, I don't understand what you're asking me.
Doesn't Zeesi have some as well?
Uh,
I swear Zeesi bought some as well.
I have no idea.
Arena fails. Zeesi, because it hasn't been said, I'm assuming he isn't wearing it and fails. Brammyr fails.
Wait, we can ask Hobbit if he bought. Oh, he's
not
no
here.
longer here.
Okay. Zeesi, Arena, and Brammyr. You gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh. Okay, exhaustion. What does the first level exhaustion do again?
Disadvantage on ability checks. Exhaustion's brutal, man.
Yes,
I
it
didn't
is.
catch it. I cut out when you said what first level exhaustion.
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, fuck
And Direwolf is going to continue going for the bear. So we should be 21 hits.
you. Yeah. Unless
That's
Bryce is cutting words. Unless Bryce is cutting words.
Sure, I'll use cutting words. Which one is going after you?
The
Direwolf.
direwolf.
Is that Elena?
No, she's a werewolf.
Direwolf, big thing. Werewolf, tiny but somehow scarier. Well, tiny. Our sizes.
Okay, yeah, she uses cutting words on the direwolf.
Okay. What are you going to say? And can you please roll me a d6? Right? That's not enough to reduce it. What do you say?
Oh, it's my AC.
Yeah. I don't know. Her confidence has been so zapped at this point. I guess she just tried to waves at it madly to try to distract it.
I mean, it seems like you sort of half caught its attention, but it's still too focused on its attack. Brammyr, that's 10 points of piercing damage, reduced by 5. So reduced 5 because you're in your bear form. Can you also please make me a strength saving throw at disadvantage?
Normal because I'm in bear form because I normally get advantage.
Fine.
They were the same.
That's a fail. You are not prone.
Oof. That's not that bad. Could be worse.
Irina, who also has a level of exhaustion and has disadvantage on ability checks.
Yep, that doesn't count for attack rolls, does it? No.
Nope.
Okay, so
That's
first
not
attack
until the third rank.
against the direwolf, 13. This is a miss.
Misses. Just
Second attack. Nope.
misses.
And bonus action to healing word Brammyr.
Okay.
7.
Okay, you regain 7, Brammyr.
And Irina
Silas.
has used all of her spell slots. Silas is going to run back up to the direwolf and splat twice.
Because of course you are.
Yep. 8 misses, second one 17.
Hits.
Boop and boop. And boop.
Okay.
Of course.
It's looking
Yep.
the worse for wear. Bryseis.
How's it me again? That was because that was Bardic Inspiration. Okay,
Yeah.
now that something works. Which one's worse for wear?
The direwolf is looking worse for wear. Yep.
I don't know if I can run up and hit it or not.
Oh, you have enough movement.
Yep.
There we go. I'm just gonna run up and hit it.
Clobber it.
That
Nice.
hits. Bryseis. How do you kill it?
Out of frustration, she just runs up and stabs it in the freaking skull.
And you withdraw your sword, and it has bits of wolf brain matter and blood on it, and the furry form of the direwolf drops to the floor.
Nice.
Brammyr, you are prone. Half your movement to stand up.
Good job, Bryce. Did she not get a bonus action? She wants to do anything?
Yes, you do. If you want a bonus action at all, Ray, you can.
Is the dog still at Sun's feet?
She told it to stay by the bedroll, where it seems to be staying.
Good puppy.
Can my bonus action to be to call the dog over?
Sure. It kind of looks uncertain, but listens to you. And comes over.
The pup has no master / mistress.
All right. So that's all, I'm sure that's all I can do right now. But the dog is now near me.
Okay. Sorry, I just accidentally skipped Brammyr. Brammyr.
Yeah,
So-
half movement, get up.
So half movement stand up.
5, 10,
15.
and action to dash
Okay.
to get it right up against this.
Okay. Sun.
My movement should take me there easily.
Yep.
Stab one with magic sword, which is a natural 20. I like this die. I need to use it more.
Well, okay.
Oh, those are bad though. Thank goodness it's a crit. That's 3, 6, 7, double to 14 plus 4, 18.
Okay. She's now looking bloodied.
Bonus action.
Worse for wear.
Silver sword, short sword. Oh, that's not gonna hit though. That's 8.
Misses.
Yeah.
Alina, as she has not been hit by a silvered weapon this round, regenerates. Doesn't seem like it's doing much for her, but it's at least a regeneration. The only thing she can do is continue going for you. She's not really going to stand a chance against the bear. She's going to bite and claw at you again.
Alright.
Hits with both.
Okay.
Unless there's a cutting words coming through. Ray?
What was that?
Is there a cutting words coming through? Both attacks have just hit Sun.
Sure, I have one left.
Okay. What do you say? And which attack are you wanting to try and distract?
Distract the bite, please.
And I guess he's gonna hold up that dog and say, "You call yourself a mother. You have no son."
Shh. Ray,
Yeah.
roll me a d12, please.
Hold on. Speaking of, I have a child in my back that I'm about to
Murder.
stab with a sword. Hold on.
Yes, I did deliberately say d12, not d6.
Ah.
Dang.
Those
It
words
doesn't matter because of my rolls suck.
That's actually enough to stop the bite from hitting.
Yeah.
Good job.
And you see Alina's eyes fill with tears, and it seems like because of that her bite missed, although her claw, as she lashes out, does still catch you, son. That's 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
You made a
In
wolf
fact,
cry.
you would have been unconscious had the bite hit you.
Probably.
That would have been 10 more points of piercing damage.
Yep. Yeah, I would have been.
You just made a werewolf cry. Zeesi is going to move 30 feet there. And is going to chill touch the wolf because it has 120 feet. For chill touch. It's a crit.
Yep.
Plus 2d6 for hex.
Yep. How does Zeesi kill her?
Oh, Jesus. With the chill touch, the necrotic hand is going to reach out and reach straight to the wolf's throat and just tear it out.
Jesus. Okay. You do so, and the throat of your young pup's mother is ripped out by the hand, and she drops to the floor.
You know that he's not here, he's rolling 20s. Jesus.
And didn't get to the top of the round, and with Alina's fall, it seems like the cold has abated and you're no longer having to save from exhaustion.
Oh. That actually is wonderful news. I'm going to warily approach and pat Brammyr on the back because he didn't get to hit the werewolf.
It's fine.
And as she's on the ground, her body slowly reverts back to her human form.
I want to check Sun's wounds.
Okay.
I'm
medical check,
fine.
Let me get to my
I know
sheet.
exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. I can't ask if it's for advantage because it's about lycanthropy? Question mark?
It doesn't seem like her wounds have been affected with lycanthropy. It seems like her tabaxi constitution resisted it.
Relieved, even in bear form, I just hug Sun.
Oh, that's tight.
I give her a bear hug.
Okay, I'm fine, Brammyr.
I let go. Don't get so close to a werewolf like that again, please.
Well, don't give me all the silver weapons then. I'm gonna retrieve the silver dagger, by the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna examine the corpse.
You don't find anything of interest. And Brammyr, sorry, that was the Silas. Brammyr, you find an ornate jade and pearl pendant emblazoned with a raven around her neck.
I'll take it.
It's worth 150 GP.
Ooh. We know some traders we can sell that to.
Jade and... Was it Jade and what?
Jade and pearl.
I'm sorry, pup.
Just before I annoy myself next time.
Worth how much? 250 or 150?
150.
Cool.
And with that, you guys... Well, the storm's outside and you've already felt part of the effect, although it seems to have been amplified around Alina for some reason. Seems like the Dark Powers wanted to play a prank.
We do have some furs if we want to get comfortable for the night. Well, the rest of the day.
Pranked.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
At least until the storm passes. There's not much else we can do in here unless you want to skin the direwolf.
Well, I don't know how to do that, but if you guys want.
No, we can retrieve that cart earlier on. I'm going to guess there might be a bit of a bonus in it for us if we manage to bring the direwolf back to town. I doubt they'll touch the werewolf, though.
Umbra's really busy on his phone.
I'm typing a message to you,
Oh boy.
but I need to find a name real quick. There you go.
Noted. And with that, you hear that same high, cold voice say, "Yes, it certainly is a shame she fell to her family's curse, isn't it?"
You again.
Since I'm still a bear.
And he's actually going to walk over here, and he's looking straight at you, son. And he says, "So, you managed to evade that fireball last time we met. Approach. Let me take a closer look at you. Can you make me a charisma saving throw, please?"
12?
That's a fail. He has a charisma save DC of 17.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm going to
you are
witch forward
charmed.
as well.
You are charmed, and you think approaching him is a wonderful idea.
I'd take a step forward.
Come now. Didn't I demonstrate that I could quite easily kill all of you if I wanted to?
We're not going to let you take her.
He said, "Take her into the storm? No. I just wanted a closer look at the one who could actually stand against me." And he caresses your cheek in his hand. It's it's an uncomfortable feeling. Looks you in the eye, grins and gives a small chuckle. You can dodge that, and yet you're powerless before me now. Pity. I could always use a cat in my throne room. He drops the charm effect on you.
I hiss. Bonus action disengage. Get the hell out of there.
He now looks to you, Silas, and says, by the way, I went back to take a look around the battlefield, see what you did with that priest. You might be wanting this back. And he just tosses your stake over to you. Now retrieved it.
You know I'm going to use this
It's
on you,
yours.
right?
Didn't I demonstrate in the graveyard how you don't want to pick this fight?
Maybe not now. We know you're just as stuck here as we are.
We shall see. Let's see how much entertainment you can provide.
Would Strahd know bear? Because I am cursing him out in bear. Everyone just hears me growling and groaning in bear.
He's not stupid enough to try and hold your mouth shut. Although he could probably manage it, he's not stupid enough to try.
It's only a matter of time until we get the resources we need to defeat you, Fiend.
We all know that will never happen. But, alas, I have much things to do. I have a new toy to play with that you so kindly left behind for me. I'll see you again. And if any of you ever decide that you want a place at my court, well, you know where to find me. Until next time, cat. I'll be keeping my eye on you. You interest me. And he turns and walks away.
I hiss.
I spit.
He doesn't seem so pleasant anymore.
When did he ever?
When we first met him. I guess I just... I'm slightly better at reading people now.
I
Then
still don't
outside you
understand.
hear the faint, you think neigh of a horse, though it doesn't sound like any horse you've ever encountered, and a flutter of wings, and you take that to mean that Strahd is gone.
I still don't understand why, as a child, I wanted a doll of that.
Oh, you still have it, don't you?
Well, yeah. Doesn't mean anything.
Oh, you not got a little crush over there?
It's my doll. I like it. Don't care if it looks like him.
I'm only teasing.
And with that, you guys... Well, I'm assuming you guys are going to bed down in the cave and wait out the storm.
Yeah.
Would that be a long rest?
Yes. It will abate about the following morning. That is where I'm going to call the session for tonight. I know it's slightly early my normal finish time. This is about when I'd be looking to finish normally. As you guys all level up.
Can we assume that the long rest is not interrupted and heal
Correct.
ourselves? Okay. Yay! I'm also gonna roll my...
I decided to skip it because I wasn't sure how long the final fight would take, but no, you guys obliterated them.
Well, you give us things to kill stuff, so...
Zeesi keeps getting the kill on the final enemy, so the temporary hit points do not mean a thing.
It's +1, so I get 7 more hit points total. I'm at 31 total.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
Dropbox.
as usual, what did you like? What didn't you like? Hope you all enjoyed the session. What am I sucking at? What could I do better at? You know, what did you guys think of the session?
I enjoyed
was
it.
fun.
There was a lot of information gathering in that one, which I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems we have a very, very long to-do list, but I can finally scratch one off of it, actually. Was the goodbye, find Alina and Laszlo.
Pinned.
I need a name for my pupper.
Wouldn't have been so convenient to have that puppy in the death house when they were saying one must die.
No!
God.
No! No!
Well, at least we know we've got a sacrifice available for us if we ever need it.
Don't you dare!
What? I'm just thinking about, what could benefit the group here.
I hate all of you.
That's the spirit. Get in that
Strahd also
sacrificial
gave you a
mood.
very interesting piece of information about that last battle.
Sorry?
Oh, Strahd also gave you a very interesting piece of information about the aftermath of the battle in the graveyard.
Yeah, I think he's revived someone, possibly the father, even though I staked him.
Possibly.
Congratulations, you staked a dead body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you don't know how the ritual to turn into a vampire works.
I should have just holy watered the corpse.
Congratulations, you would have holy watered the corpse.
Yeah.
Dead body.
Okay, I'm gaining 8 hit points this level because I'm taking the average.
And yeah. So you guys long rest, you will level up, you will gain your level 4 abilities, which includes your ASI or your feet.
Feet.
And
Burglar
Crimson right
feet.
HP now takes
So-
4 from me.
Swear to God if you take mobile.
Quick, everyone mobile.
And that's also proof that just because Strahd's turned up doesn't mean it's necessarily a fight.
Well, yeah, we probably want to avoid fights.
You can meet him without him trying to kill you.
Yes, I know. We've already got the message that he's going to send us an invitation that he will follow to the letter. And only the letter, so I will be reading the letter thoroughly when we receive it.
I mean, hopefully that won't be until right at the start of February. Because D&D in person.
Yes. What else do... Where is my player's handbook? At a stupid place.
Do I just want to up my dex? I think I do.
Finally, 50 hit points.
I have 31. Okay.
I'm at 29
And
because of that one I rolled.
And I can now close all the information I had about today's session. Because I no longer need to care.
Well, that's all actually. My ASI and my HP.
I might swap that chain shirt out for the new study level we found.
While we're here, let's try and figure out a name at the very least. And even if we can't figure out a logo, but a name for your adventuring group while you're inside Barovia.
Something to do with killing vampires because they show up and bloody everything.
For example, in Dice Camera Action, they name themselves the Waffle Crew. Everyone knows a Vox Machina.
I mean, we can call it Bloody Everything, because that was kind of funny.
Oh god.
We also need to sort out, like, the money thing that we kind of skipped over.
I got mine pretty sorted, I think. But
Yeah, so we're going to do... This is basically just the time for admin, working out the group name and stuff like that.
Yep. I'm gonna cut the recording here, though.
Yep.
No, wrong one. There.